happened there during the distraction, but
So what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna just attack the jail cell? You're gonna try to... You have three blood hunters spread throughout the city, ready to cause all kinds of havoc whenever you give them the signal.
um, well, I mean, if they're already out there, going to cause havoc. Tame must have got no cool, magical, fancy tricks besides walking with his 2 feet. So,
We had a plan in place last week, guys. Why don't we just stick with it?
yeah, that's why I was thinking we're just stick with that plan.
Okay. All right. So Karen turns to you and says, um, "My blood hunters stand ready. As soon as I give the signal, they will cause havoc. Are you ready?"
Yes, sir.
Okay. Along with you is Darius and Quigley, as well as three other blood hunters. You guys all leave your safe house and you kind of skirt around, as stealthily as you can, trying to merge with different crowds and wearing your various cloaks and normal city garbs to try to overlaying your armor and stuff like that, trying to make your way across the city. For the most part, you escape detection. Um, and then as you're nearing the dungeon site, Cairn kind of nods his head towards one of his blood hunter companions, um, and the signal is given. The blood hunter just it's a pheromone based signal. Um, you see him shapeshift just slightly. His hair bristles a little bit. It's like a not a full transformation into his were form, but just like a very slight. You can't cast spells in the city.
Oh, okay. I will. Can you remove the death ward from me then? Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. This whole city is just surrounded by Emeraldine. So
I'll overload it.
the Kieran turns to you and says, "The signal has gone out. It will take a few minutes for it to make its way across city, but once it does, we will know it." You guys continue a few more minutes on foot. Um, a pack or a small unit of dwarven troops, dwarven soldiers, is walking the opposite direction as you guys are hurrying down the street. Um, One of them glances at you in a sort of a suspicious way, and he holds his hand up and says, "Halt!" And he says, "I don't recognize you foreigners. Do you have any kind of documentation as to why you are in our city and what your purpose is?"
Do we?
No.
Yes. I reach into. How many of them are there?
There's about four of them, four dwarven soldiers.
Yep. Do I know how much
Is the
dwarves
prince
get?
there?
The prince is with you, yeah.
Why don't we just let him talk the way out?
Okay. Darius kind of nods at you and says, um, he approaches the dwarves, and just as he's about to begin talking, you guys hear an eruption, a huge explosion from a full mile away. There's smoke, there's screams, there's just a dust cloud over in that direction. The dwarves all stop and they turn and they look and they start running. They start taking off in that direction.
Good work, Darius.
Darius kind of looks at you guys. He smiles and says, "Well, I am good at what I do."
All right. Well, we should probably get going before they catch on.
Okay. You make your way to the dungeon, and there's a ground level entrance. All right, but it's a fairly large entryway, and there are. You can tell that it's stationed next to one of the main staging grounds for dwarven infantry. There's like a whole division stationed there. But as you're walking, another explosion and another explosion and another, all throughout this the opposite side of the city, start going off. There's pandemonium everywhere. There's chaos. People are running all back and forth. Citizens, in their normal subdued and proper demeanor is just shattered. They're wild-eyed, and they start running. There's soldiers everywhere trying to direct citizens where to go to remain calm, and there's whole divisions and moving out in directions of the explosions. So as you get there to this barracks area, most of the troops have gone. There's only a skeleton crew of guards left. All right. You guys make your way to this large kind of like gatehouse. There's only 2 guards at the sides. They command you to halt. Their spears are up. What do you guys do?
Fuck our way in.
I said we need your help. There's people attacking. Your guards, right?
They kind of turn. They glance at each other and they say, "Aye, we're guards, and we're tasked with holding this position here. What's your business?"
We're just trying to get away from the explosion. There's terrorists everywhere.
Hey,
Saddam Hussein.
you're saying this is an attack of some sort. Have you seen any of these perpetrators?
I
Yeah,
saw some shady people down the road over there.
they seem of some sort of elven kind or something.
Bloody elves. Alright, which way did you say they were?
I point
point
back
down a
like with a
random
shaky
mountain.
finger like behind us, saying we came in the opposite direction.
Alright, so Damus, you can roll persuasion with advantage because Euphemia is helping you.
Oh, thank goodness.
If he rolls low, do we point in like different directions?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much you're gonna need this because we pointed like 45 degrees in different directions. I'm gonna sit down and start shaking and just like start huddling. I'm like, I saw terrible things. I can't think straight anymore.
Ah,
Alright, well they're confused and they say, "Wait a second. You guys are the..." And then at that point, Quigley rushes and Kieran rips out his sword, his 2 swords. He has one iron and one silver.
I'll follow suit.
One in each hand. And charges in. So
but knock him out.
yeah, there's two dwarven guards. You guys quickly overwhelm them basically with the number of you that are there. We're not even gonna have to play it out.
And Quigley.
Yeah, and quickly.
Okay, can we like not kill them?
So you shot that out to Quigley as he's charging forward.
Quigley, only break legs, don't break head.
You guys see Terminator 2 when he's like,
Yeah.
"You're not allowed to kill."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damon
Quigley-
still has some sort of conscience.
Yeah. Quigley kind of like, as he's full on charging into these guards, as you shout that out, he just barely halts his movement, just enough to keep his impact, like full body check into this guard from completely obliterating the guy, from crushing the guy. He body checks him into the stone wall. You see the rock splinter behind him, and the guard just collapses down to the ground, like a crumpled mess. But Quigley looks down. He says, "I think he's alive."
I give him a thumbs up.
Okay. All right. The other
I'm gonna
guard
tie him up real fast.
quickly follows suit. All right. Kieran rushes into the gatehouse, and the gates swing open, and he says, "Quickly, I don't know how much time we have." Okay.
Let's hurry the fuck up then, guys.
All right.
Quick. Ah, shit. How many guards do we think are still in this building?
There were lots before.
50?
You know that a lot of them have cleared out, but there's definitely still a crew inside.
Quickly, let's see who can take more out. Non-lethally.
All right, you guys find the entrance to the dungeon. It's a large gate, a large doorway. You guys charge the guards there, quickly overwhelming them, and you hear a commotion from across the compound as a number of other soldiers start to mobilize. You see a dozen, 2 dozen of them, right? Not definitely nowhere near the couple hundred that were here before, but they start running around. Basically the alarm has been sounded. Karen or Darius and quickly turn to you and say, "Some of us are going to have to stop them if the rest of you are going to have a chance inside the dungeons below. Who would you like to take with you? And who should go?"
I think Quigley should stay back and defend because I have the highest hopes that he will survive, and I know he will.
Okay. So basically, there's about a 2 dozen guards out in the above ground area, and some of you guys, some people need to deal with them, not necessarily fight them, but they could distract them. They could lead them on a wild goose chase, whatever. But not
Like a
everyone is
big
gonna.
door leading downwards? Or
Yes, there's a big door leading downwards. You guys are all.
should we just have someone, bar the door?
Could do that.
Not really fight.
Yeah, we could
Is that
try
a
to
fighting
guard the
enemy?
door,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, is there anything around where we can kind of shove in the way to make it a royal pain in the asshole?
Quigley's got a pillar.
I don't want Quigley's pillar to go away.
Darius kind of steps up to you and says, "Quigley and I can hold this point. If you and the rest descend below, we will be fine here."
All right. Come get us once you're done. I'm sure this won't take long for you guys to mop up.
Agreed. Quigley nods and says, "See friends later." Okay. So, you guys enter the dungeon entrance that goes down. There's a steep staircase that goes down below. The corridor is dark and dank. There's only a few torches along the walls heading downwards. You hear behind you the iron door is shutting and Quigley bracing his pillar against it and holding the door. Darius is there with his golden sword drawn. Alright, so now it's just you guys, Karen, and the Blood Hunters as you head down below.
Alright, alright, alright.
Okay. So you walk out into a corridor. Let me give you look on the map here. Let's see. I guess Feldorn would be there with you, but I'm not really gonna be playing him. Oh.
Give him to one of the other guys.
And
No idea how to play Feldorn.
Well, I mean, like, when people in the prison.
He's playing a Unearthed Arcana class, so it's
Yeah, can we
no one knows how to play as that.
Can we trade Feldorn for the prince?
Not a princess staying back. Yeah, I actually lost the princess character sheet. I haven't rebuilt it yet.
Oh, dang it.
So I have Quigley's though.
For some reason I don't know if that'd be a fair trade.
All right. The prince is limited here too. Most of his abilities are magical by nature. So really, Quigley, he's basically non-magical, and Karen, the Blood Hunters, they don't depend on magic either. So. Alright. As you walk down, the dungeons are not very large. At least this particular area of the dungeon that you're in. So you figure your friends are pretty close. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna take a look right and left and listen.
Alright. Are you going stealthily? What are you...
Do we notice any traps?
Yes, Deimos will attempt to tiptoe.
If you're looking for traps, roll investigation.
This for Deimos's perception.
Okay. You hear.
Then looking in front of my feet.
Alright. So Euphemia, you don't see any traps around. Deimos, you hear this, the slightest sound of what maybe is someone just trying to hold their breath, but still kind of like nervous. So just some hushed breathing. Hushed.
Can I tell which way it's coming from?
It's coming from your right. So on the left on the map.
I'm gonna very super stealthily, with like my shield above, like a super defensive stance, like look around the corner, like expecting to get a blow come towards me to try to parry it.
All right. So basically, you turn the corner, and you see
It's Winnie the Pooh.
a couple of jailers just around the corner there.
I tell them I don't want any trouble.
And they say, like fuck you do! Quick, run! Right? So, and as that happens, you see a guy break away running south on the map here. He came from the other doorway.
Do
I
we
tell
hear
them-
any of this? in
Down
our
there,
cells?
by this point, yes. So
I'm gonna tell
Ashok.
Karen to go after the guy that's running.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna assure these guys that it's all gonna blow over. Just sit back. No one's gonna blame you. Trust me on this one.
Okay. So, Euphemia, you're chasing the guy down the hall?
No, I want Karen to.
Oh, you want Karen to? Karen
Yeah.
kind of looks at you guys and says, "It's done. Consider it done." And he takes off, chasing them. All right. So Euphemia and Deimos, you guys roll initiative. You get two dwarves up here. Oh shit! I accidentally closed that. All right.
Are we behind bars or are we tied up?
You guys are inside a jail cell, and as Karen, as this guy rounds the corner, you guys are basically revealed here.
Oh, because I'm pretty sure my knuckles aren't artifacts or artifact-ish yet. I have that 3d4 rating on me. If you want to delete it.
Yeah. Actually, that's from your blazing knuckles, right? That specifically.
Yep.
That stays.
Oh,
That-
sick.
Artifact
those
weapons are infected.
Yeah, those were a gift from Tempest.
Tempest. Oh, Deimos will take it.
Are you sure you're not gonna play Feldon? Because I'm pretty much worthless.
No.
He's
I'll play him.
Well, so is Feldorn too.
there. We go.
No, his sword is
To fight
It's
like a
infected.
man.
Oh, true. Yeah.
but I have no abilities, no magic. I got
You got a
nothing.
sword too.
A sword that's magic that probably won't do anything. I have 1d10.
It's still a sword. It's better than nothing.
Yep.
So if you want to sit on it, you're totally welcome.
I mean, you don't have to have a god slaying abilities to
Go
stab a
against
guy with
these
also no
dwarves.
magic.
With our DM, everything else.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
well,
we
and
might
plus,
need
plus
god slaying
Feldorn doesn't
swords.
have his sword because that was taken when he was captured.
No, he's got it with him.
No,
He saved
he
it.
has
That's the one thing he managed to
Oh,
do.
yeah,
Felder is
yeah.
like almost naked otherwise. He
Yeah,
he
that's
managed to
right.
get some basic armor and stuff on him.
Which is what we're all wearing. Because
Yeah.
none of our armor is enchanted anymore, so it doesn't matter.
What you guys have is 3 other blood hunters
Oh
with
shit.
you.
Let me fix my AC.
So what I'll do is
There
I'll
we
give you
go.
guys control of the blood hunters. And they're pretty simple. But 1, 2, 3. Alright. So, Kildrak and Elwyn, for now, you guys can control Blood Hunters 1, 2, and 3. I don't care who does what, but here, I'll share this character sheet with you. That's Blood
I
Hunter
can just
1. Here's
if you
number
just
2.
double click on the token, it'll pull up the.
Yep.
Oh, really? You guys can do that? You just double click?
Yeah. As long as they're friendly, I think.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Alright, I'll take Blood Hunter 2. Shared with you.
Okay, so initiative has been rolled. As Kieran rounds the corner, he sees a dwarven dragoon around the corner, and he gets charged. The guy just rushes forward at Kieran. He swings at him twice with his greatsword. Hits for a massive blow. Fortunately, Kieran is a badass, and he parries most of the damage. Kieran has taken a mutagenic rite over and basically absorbed it into his body that makes him resistant to slashing damage.
Do these guys have unlimited spell slots?
Your turn. It's basically like I didn't fully do the thing, but they can do it twice.
Alright,
Wait,
see
you
me.
spell-
Like the spells don't actually work in here. The whole monster and stuff, but the bestial regeneration will.
What
Yeah,
about
seeing-
Clad of Daggers?
No, those they can't do because those are actual spells. In this area, they can't do those.
But yeah, seeing these tough blood hunter guys there, and seeing these other guards, I think that they're more than capable of taking care of them. So I'm going to swing into this dragoon.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab him. Like, it's like I'm going to try to start choking him out.
Okay, so dragoon number 1, you're doing contested strength check. Go. You definitely grapple him.
And that's all Deimos can do.
Alright, so he's grappled by you. Alright, warrior number 3. Is right here. He's going to charge forward, targeting Blood Hunter number 2. Why can you not target Blood Hunter? There we are. Swings twice with his sword. Hits. Swings again. Hits.
I'll use my reaction to half.
Okay. I adjusted your damage there. And Warrior number 2 comes in from this side, targeting Blood Hunter 3. Swings twice. Oh, misses.
Right.
The second one.
Do you have one then, Ellen?
Blood
Yeah, I'll
Hunter 2.
take 1.
Right, I'll have the damage again.
Alright. Done. Alright, number 2, Blood Hunter 2, your turn.
Okay, I gotta read Beast Regeneration. Okay, so I'll just make 2 sword attacks, I think.
Okay. So here, I'll target you. Make sure you're targeted. On the dwarf and warrior in front of you.
Yeah, I'll do it on number 3. How do I change from Kildrak to Blood Hunter? Targeting.
What?
Like, if I press the target button.
Oh, I
It says
targeted.
Kildrak.
I did the targeting. That's kind of awkward.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You just
Gotcha.
roll on the character sheet.
That's his turn.
Okay. Yeah, you just basically, as the dwarven warrior charges in at this blood hunter, he lands a couple of hits, but the blood hunter just quickly parries it aside and lands a quick sword strike of his own. Number 3. Who's doing number 3? I think that's you.
Me as well.
Oh, you? All right.
Yep. Same thing.
Same guy?
Yeah.
All right. Euphemia, you're up next.
I dance around like an idiot.
Okay.
It's 2 5s.
Euphemia, your turn.
There's
Yeah, okay. Since I'm right here. So, what do I roll? How do I roll? What do you want me to do here?
For what?
I guess I'm gonna attack the guy with my sword.
Okay. Just go ahead and swing it. I'll adjust the numbers.
Should we just throw like
Okay,
a
so-
normal longsword in your inventory and just use that?
Oh, do you have a normal longsword?
No.
Here,
Because that would
Just
just
throw
make
one
it
in there.
simple.
let me put a normal longsword. That's a good idea.
But the fanciest looking normal longsword.
This is your Vorpal sword, but it's just non-magical form. Okay.
What question?
Yeah.
What makes a Vorpal sword Vorpal? Is that like a
Heavy
craft?
enchantments? I don't know.
It's enchanted.
sure it's not
folded
a
over
craft?
10 trillion times.
Yeah, it's super enchanted to be able to do all that kind of stuff with a +3.
Well, I meant like the whole 20 to cut someone's head off.
That's just flavor.
Yeah.
Well, that's the question though. If I get a 20, but I'm still using my Vorpal sword, but, you know,
No,
in this area,
it's basically a
will it cut
normal
the head off?
longsword. It's basically a normal longsword.
so I lose the Vorpal.
But it's cool as shit looking.
I put a normal
Plus
longsword.
12 isn't right. It's wrong. I wish it was right, but it's wrong.
Is it? You should have.
I have strength gloves.
What?
My strength is much higher than it
Okay.
should be.
Okay, so what's your
Just
actual
lower your
strength?
strength.
What's your actual
I
strength?
don't know.
I think it was like
I have no clue.
It was like 13. It was something low.
it was something.
It
freaking
was
low.
higher than that.
We'll, we'll
I
just say
put
it's
all my strength in there. I think it was like 14. I think it was
No.
a +2.
okay. There.
Is the damage right? A +6? Oh wait, no. I want this plus. I want this to be a 10. A D10. How do I change that?
I am changing it right now.
A 1d8 and a 1d10? Sure, I'll take it.
There. Okay. So that should be correct.
Even the 2 damage?
That's because your strength is is a 14.
Does my sword feat give me extra damage?
Your blade mastery. It gives you
Yeah.
+1 to attack rolls. Okay. So you get one more +1 to attack rolls. There you go. So you have a +9 to hit and a +2 to damage.
Huh. Okay. So I'm turning him. And we said that the Elistray blessing, the sword, it's considered magical, not
Correct.
holy.
Gotta turn yourself into a cleric.
With the concentration
Rolling.
of
Roll
emerald in
one.
this area. oh, those rolls will not hit.
I told you, I will never hit. But I will cast, or I won't cast, but I'll do my voice inspiration and get the everyone.
That still works. It's
Well, it better be.
it's a charisma based kind of inspiring kind of thing. It's not really magical. All right,
That's why I did it.
blood hunter.
I'm not
That
very
means the
inspired since I
Bloodhunters-
just saw her miss, but
Yeah, I basically dropped my sword and I'm like, did really good.
Who are you attacking?
yay."
I already target.
Okay.
I'm attacking the same one. Concentrate.
Ooh.
That's how you roll.
Ooh.
I'm a fucking bard. What do
Alright.
you expect, you warrior bastard half-breed?
I'm gonna turn on the other one.
Oh shit.
Holy. Okay, yeah. So
Not
this guy's a
bad.
boss. So, Ellen, what you gotta describe this blood hunter? Why is he so ninja?
All right, so he just saw how Euphemia distracted that dwarf, so he snuck up behind him and just slit his throat, then turned around and stabbed his blade through the arm of the one behind him. He twirls his swords in his hands and just stands ready.
Yeah, this guy's like super ninja blood hunter. That's pretty boss. All right.
See, that was helpful, Euphemia.
I can't pass the turn.
Okay. So this guy, this dwarven warrior, says, "Fucking hell! What are you creatures?" And he charges in. He's gonna target Blood Hunter 3. Comes in with his great sword, 2 attacks. Both hits.
Half the damage.
I think number 3 did it already, didn't he? Oh no, he's had a turn.
But I
already.
took my
That's
turn.
Right. That's right. All right.
If something attacks me, make sure you tell me. Please.
Warrior number 4.
Warrior roll.
He's gonna continue running down this way, and he runs up to this dragoon down here, and he says, "They're here. There's a bunch of them. I think they're after the prisoners." Okay, dwarven dragoon number 2 says, "Well then, let's stop these bloody bastards." All right. Feldorn is gonna twiddle his thumbs. Actually, let me just make Feldorn and the rest of you guys invisible. Alright. Elwyn, inside the cell. You hear all this stuff happening outside. I don't know if there's anything that you and Kildrick want to do while you're inside your cells. Is there?
Make a 20
Is
roll to strength check and break the
yeah.
bars.
Can I roll strength check? I know it's gonna take something ridiculous to force myself through it, but I'll try.
Sure. No.
Oh, that was so
Not
close
that.
to another 20.
Kildrick, you guys are hearing all this stuff outside. Are you just like trying to rip your way out of your
Yeah, I'll strength check it as well.
your shackles? Okay. You guys are
Wait,
still...
why is there a star by my character?
That's inspiration. I just put that on you guys to remember that you guys have
Oh.
inspiration.
Sweet.
Bardic inspiration. Okay, Mr. Cairn is going to target this dragoon, and his Crimson Right is activated. Let's see here. He's going to use his bonus action to cast Curse of the Marked on him. And he takes a little bit of... Oops. That should not have been 3. Just 8.
Did he hurt himself?
Yeah, whenever he activates his blood maledict, he takes damage to himself.
Oh.
And then he's gonna attack this dude twice. Oh, he has inspiration too, doesn't he?
Yep.
Alright, here's with his normal iron longsword. Shit. Here's with his silver longsword. Holy fuck. Never mind.
Oh, these are tough
Inspiration.
guys.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Inspiration. God. There we go. Oh yeah, he crits with that. Crits in. There we go.
We'll take it.
Alright, so he just like dances in front. This dragoon was a highly trained combatant, parries a couple of Kieran's attacks, but then he slips his silver longsword up underneath his armor, and you see blood flowing from beneath the dragoon's arms. He staggers backward a little bit. He swings out 3 times with his great axe. Once at you, Deimos. That'll be a hit. Once at Kieran. Misses, and one more time at Kieran. Deimos, your turn.
Alright, Deimos, is gonna, as he's grabbing on, crack this guy in the jaws, I ratchet my arm around him.
Okay. that's a hit. Alright, you bust him in the face. Solid punch.
And then, as I'm like, attempt to start choking him out.
Alright, are you trying to pin him?
Yeah, I already got grappled, so yeah, I'm pinning him and like trying to choke him out.
Okay. He is. So you just like tackle him down to the ground. Both of you are you're on top, and you're just like pinning his arms to his side, and you're with one arm, and your other hand is on his neck, and you're just trying to squeeze the life out of him.
Yep. Not kill him, just knock him out.
Yeah.
Are you raging, Deimos?
Deimos doesn't. No, at 17, war clerics get against non-magic attacks.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's pretty cool. Alright, Dwarven Warrior number 2 is gonna attack Blood Hunter 3. Miss. Just with his battle axe, he hits once. Okay, Hunter 2. Do kill track.
He's going to attack number 1, Dwarven Warrior number.
Okay. Elwin, how did you target?
You just make sure that there's like a little black circle around the dude that you want. For example, right now, Blood Hunter 3, I can target.
I figured it out.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as there's like a little black circle.
Oh, it doesn't say I hit.
There. You hit.
Alright.
I targeted you. Okay. Alright.
By the way, it says the damage is 1,000, 2d8 plus 15.
Yeah, it used to be. That must be a typo. I used these NPCs from something a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to change that.
Yeah. Alright, number 3. Blood Hunter.
That's me as well. My bad.
Same guy?
He's gonna attack Warrior number 1 as well.
Alright, so you're targeted. Go ahead and roll. Euphemia, you see the Blood Hunters just descending on this dwarf next to you. What do you do?
Is it my turn?
Yes. He's dead. You kill him, Killjack.
Woohoo! Or yeah, that would have missed Warrior number. That would have missed Warrior number 3 Warrior number 2, right?
Yes. 19 would miss.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack. Keep going. I'm never gonna hit.
Oh wow.
I use my Bark Inspiration.
Okay, those are also low rolls.
Hmm?
It is very unlucky. Roll one more time.
You've seen me roll.
So you
Do you
can.
know Bark Inspiration is just a D12?
That's right.
not a
Just roll,
reroll.
that's right. I was thinking about the wrong inspiration. But go ahead and.
So 2 more,
that's
is that good enough?
That's still a miss.
Did anyone else use the Bark Inspiration?
Not yet.
I did not use mine yet.
No one did?
Kieran used his already.
Okay, well, I'll give him another one.
Okay. All right.
That's all I can do.
Super Ninja, Blood Hunter number 1. Holy!
Fuck.
What the hell is going on here?
I'm okay with this. Can we name this guy? Can we give him a special picture?
I'll use the Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, we still missed, but like, jeez, man, 3 crits in a row with him. That's like
That's crazy.
the odds are. What was it 1 in 8,000 for 3 crits in a row? Yeah, 1 in
Yeah,
20.
something crazy like that.
Jeez. All right.
Technically, it wasn't in a row because Elwin rolled a strength check in between there, but you know.
Yeah, but with this one character, man. All right. This dwarf back here, he's gonna back up to your cage, Owen, and he's gonna say, "You fuckers, they're here for you." He's gonna rip the door open. He's gonna come into you, Owen. He's gonna get behind you, and put his axe to your neck. He says, "You call off those fuckers out there." All right. Dragoon number 2 is gonna move into place, targeting Cairn. Miss. Hit. So as this is happening, these dragoons are wailing at Karen. Karen, you see him getting slightly gashed, but his skin is just highly resistant to these blades. They'll hit, but they won't cut very deeply. You can tell that it's some kind of biological response to this type of weaponry. His cells and muscle structure has just kind of formed a thick mesh, a thick what do you call it? Interweaving, and is resistant to slashing damage. All right, Elwyn. So you've got a guard with a you're still shackled, and he's holding a blade to your neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, do you see that? Do you hear your friends screaming? I would throw down my axe and let them take us before they kill you as well.
I never signed up for this shit. He says, "You swear they won't kill me?"
Not if you let us go.
He says, "Bloody hell!" All right. His resolve is greatly shaken, but he's holding his hand is tremoring at your neck, but he's still holding the blade there. Killjack, did you do anything?
Strength check.
Okay. Ah, you're still trapped. Alright. On the outside, Karen is going to cut his way through these guys. He targets Dragoon number 1, who is now not just grappled, but also restrained. He says, he's like, "This is not your day, bud." That'll be a hit. Automatic. Oh, it's not an automatic crit. Never mind. I'll just count those 2 hits. We'll roll a little bit more damage. So
Your bonus inspiration.
1, 2, 3, 4 damage. I'll take some of the damage off. If he were paralyzed, it would be an automatic crit. Okay. One more time. Here we go. The dude on the ground. There we go. Okay. Dragoon number 1 is going to try to break your restraining on him, Deimos.
I tell him no.
He gives a mighty effort. Nowhere near good enough.
I tell him no.
It's your
Go to
turn now.
sleep. All right. This time, I'm not actually gonna punch him. I'm just gonna spend all my effort like covering his mouth and choking him out more, and just making like this shushy noise.
So you're like Saving Private Ryan. You know that scene in the guard tower?
Yeah, pretty much exactly like that. Except I don't actually plan on killing him.
Okay. He's gonna strain against you. He's fighting back mightily, but you can see the sleeper hold you have on him is starting to take effect. His struggling, his moving and kicking against you is getting weaker and weaker. Alright. In the back, this dwarf is they go out with a bang, swings at you, Euphemia, swings at Bloodhunter number 1 just wildly.
Well, how much does he try to hit me for?
Well, he missed you. Can you do
Oh, he did?
anything? Yeah, he missed you.
Oh, never mind.
Alright,
I'll do the dodge thing.
okay. Half the damage. Alright, Bloodhunter number 2.
Oh, that's
Bloodhunter
me.
number 2.
Yeah. Can I move through a friendly square?
Yes, it's just difficult terrain.
Bam.
Okay.
How much movement do these guys have?
A lot. They have 40.
Alright. I'll take a swing at Dwarven Warrior number 2.
Alright, you're targeted. Hit. Dead. You come up alongside him and just like full on prison shank him.
and I can get to there. What's my damage?
Hmm?
How much damage have I taken? I took some.
You're taking 15. He has 15 damage. Not much at all.
15. Oh. That'll be his turn.
Number 3.
So can I move into a friendly square, and then make an attack and move out?
Yeah, you can.
You can, you saying?
You just can't end the turn.
You just can't end your turn there.
Yeah.
That should work.
Okay, I'll move into Deimos' square, attack Dragoon number 1, and then end up right behind him.
Okay. You have advantage because it'll give you advantage anyway. And that's just easy because Deimos and the Dragoon are basically rolling around on the ground. They're pinned on top of each other. So this is pretty easy for you to do.
Okay, sounds good. Am I targeted?
Yes. Oh, you should be. That should be a good. Oh, I targeted the wrong character. Hold on. You're number 3 now, not number 2. You rolled the wrong one.
Yeah. Oh, that's me. Okay, I see.
There you go.
I don't crit on an 18?
You don't know. Only
Come
Q
on.
does. Alright, Euphemia.
Yeah, I can't really do much. Anyone need a bardic inspiration?
I think everyone
Oh,
is set.
that's the end of my turn then.
Okay.
I didn't have enough movement. But, get Nero.
Yeah, we should give you one of the Blood Hunters since there's 3 of them. Alright, number 1, Ninja Guy.
Okay. So I'll just do the same thing that that Blood Hunter 3 did.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Karma. The odds are catching up with you.
Bardic Inspiration.
You
I already
used
used it.
And I asked if you needed one, and you just no one said anything.
Alright. Alright, Elwyn. One more persuasion check against this guy. Against Dwarven Warrior number 4 against and you. Okay, he's like, fucking hell. Okay, I give. Just tell him not to hurt me. And he drops his sword.
I hold out my shackled hands to him, like motioning for him to tackle me.
Okay, man. Okay. And he releases you.
And I'll point over to kill Draxel.
Grab a sword.
Yeah. And he starts making his way out. He doesn't have... That was his full action, so he's at this door here. Okay, Dragoon number 2 is... kind of worried. He's kind of... He hasn't taken much damage at all, actually. But he's gonna back off. Karen is gonna take one swing at him. He backs off, and he's gonna run. Okay. Elwyn, your turn.
I'm just gonna step up over here and wave at Deimos and at Euphemia. Like, hey guys. I point over at the dwarf over here, warrior number 4, and say, don't hurt him, he let us go. And I'm gonna start taking a look around to see if did I notice where they took our weapons or anything?
You did not notice. No.
Okay. I'll just wait for them to finish doing what they're doing.
Okay. Go, Jack. There's a dwarf.
I'm gonna hold my turn until the doors open.
All right. Dragoon number 1 is going to struggle against you one more time, Deimos.
I assure him it's not a good idea.
He says, bloody hell. He says, I give, hold your blades, hold your blades. Deimos, your turn.
Wait, so the guy who I was choking out said that?
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to say that. It comes up more like a gurgled, because you're choking him.
Luckily, I speak gurgle as one of my languages. I make sure I kick his weapon out of his hand.
Okay.
And I kind of let him up as I kind of drag him up the wall.
Alright.
And I smile. I'm like, that's all we wanted, bro. And I drop him.
Alright.
But if he tries to run, I'm going to grab him.
Alright, so so you guys are, Dwarven Warrior number 4 finishes releasing you, Killdrack. He pops the door open and he comes in. He says, your friends are here. And he unshackles you and he goes up and starts releasing Ashok as well. Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Put the people that are alive into cells.
I say, hey, guys. As you can tell, we're not here to kill you. But your king is kind of getting, like, screwed around with some demon dude. And we're just trying to save him. You can probably tell that he's probably acting a little bit crazy. So you want to help us?
The dwarf says, so who are you talking to?
The dragoon I was choking out.
He's in pretty rough shape. He's all kind of beat up. He got blood wounds all over him, stab wounds and stuff like that. And he says, well, I cannot stop you. He says, but my loyalty is to my king. I'm a right soldier, all right.
Say, fair enough.
I drag him off to the cell.
I say, you'll be fine after this is all over.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows where our equipment is being.
He says, hey, it's in the keep. It's in the vault. Over there. And he points over in this direction.
Are there any traps? Anything I should watch out for?
Nah, you just need the key.
Hey, who has the key?
The fucking dungeon master, of course.
Why does he
Where
have?
is he?
So you've seen him. Sigma 4. Craw. He's around here
Where
somewhere.
is he?
I don't know. But he's around here. He'll fucking kill me if he knows that I gave in.
Alright, here.
He
Give
won't
me your
know.
helmet. I'm taking his helmet and I'm gonna pretend I killed you. Oh wait, no, Ryan, we're gonna save him. Don't give me your helmet.
I'm gonna look down the corridors.
Okay.
Do these guys have like a dagger or something?
Yeah. They got all sorts of small weapons. So they had great axes on them. You find each one had a dagger, and they each actually had a crossbow.
What about this other
I
dwarf?
can use crossbows.
Can we convince the other
daggers.
dwarf?
If you want a silver dagger, I got a few of those.
Okay, I'll take a silver dagger.
You said they had great axes and great swords.
The warriors had swords, and the dragoons had great axes.
I'll take a sword.
Okay.
I'll take
I'm
one
gonna
of
give
their
him a silver
crossbows.
dagger.
All right. So I'm putting in your inventories. Elwin, are you?
I already
proficient
have
with
a silver
heavy
dagger.
crossbows?
Oh, it's a heavy one? No, just light.
Just light? Okay, I'll give you the light one.
Does the other dwarf that we didn't really harm want to help us?
The
If
one
not,
that Elwin scared shitless.
Yeah.
Killdragon,
I tell
I'm
him if
putting
he doesn't
great
want to
sword
join
in
us,
inventory.
it's fine. Just take care of this dragoon guy. Because he's kind of beat up.
All right. He says, I'll care for him." Okay, so Elwin, Killdragon, you have a great sword in inventory. Elwin, I'm gonna put a light crossbow.
I'm gonna like wrap him, wrap his black eye up really badly, but I'm gonna try.
And demand all of their healing potions.
They don't have healing potions. They wouldn't work in here.
Ah, fair enough. Oh, yeah.
Would lay on
a
hands
whole
work in
big
here?
argument about that.
Yeah.
Lay on hands would not work in here.
So just to make sure no potions work in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No magical
take, like-
potions.
20 bolts from them if they have that many.
Yeah, they do.
So the healing potions no work.
They will not work.
Yes, you said they do not work. But if
Okay.
you had this
I'm
whole
just
big
going through all my
argument-
potions. Yep, they're all magical potions.
Okay, so the dwarven warrior and the dragoon, you stick them inside a cell here, and you just kind of like shut the door behind them. Boom.
I'm gonna bring out my wings just in case there's a need to fly
Oh, you do
somewhere
have
down the
wings,
line.
that's right. Okay, you guys look into this room here. This is like a interrogation room. There's some chairs, some implements that help, persuade prisoners to give them information. All right. So in this room here, you guys find this other dwarven dragoon. He's kind of barricaded in the corner, like this. This is kind of just like a. Actually, this is the bathroom. This is the shitter. He's sitting on the can, which is the dwarves have pretty decent indoor plumbing, and he's got his axe in front of him, and he's like, "Go fucking away!"
I'm gonna get down on my knees. I'm gonna point the crossbow at him. I'm gonna say,
Ew.
"Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?"
He says, "I fucking have. Don't do me in, man."
Not
Alright,
like
bro.
this.
Not like
you-
this. Not like this, man.
I'm gonna point at the cells. Get in there.
Awesome. Tell us where the leader guy is.
He says, he's above. Or let's see. Now you guys are on the first floor down. He's below. He's in the lower level.
Also, if you notice any secret traps, anything silly, that would bone us over.
He says, "Nah, no one ever thought that enemy forces would make their way into our dungeon."
Inside him.
Roll it.
Ah.
Okay.
I don't have anything for insight.
Oh, you have a 20. That's
Yeah,
what
you got
have.
a 20. That's
Okay.
okay. Come on now.
1 second here. All right. Now with Elwin's intimidation check, the crossbow that's aimed at his gut, you're looking at the expressions on his face. He seems to be earnestly telling the truth.
Alright, we politely escort him to that little cell.
Okay.
I mean, take his weapon.
All right.
But then we're like, alright, bro, go take care of that wounded guy.
All right. Damus, do you want a great axe?
Sure.
Just checking.
Yeah, Damus will take a great axe just in case. You never know when you can use a great axe.
They're pretty strong.
Aren't greatswords technically better because they deal more damage?
Great axe is 1d12. Great swords are 2d6s. Technically, they average out higher.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I took the sword.
Yeah, swords have an average, better average base, but axes have like technically a higher and a lower point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I like the
certain
average better.
There's certain situations when a great axe is better, like if you're a barbarian and you get a brutal critical,
Mm-hmm.
you get to roll more d12s. That's when great axes are better.
Yeah.
Alright.
If this character dies, I actually have a barbarian who wields a great sword. It's pretty interesting.
All right. So the up to the top right, there is the vault, which is this little section here. It's locked off, pretty securely. And there is the stairway that goes to the lower level. to
Is the
south.
vault where our weapons are?
Yes.
You want to
So
try
we're
out that
finding
great
the-
axe, Deimos?
Hmm?
You want to try
Uh,
out that great axe on the
I
rock?
assume it's made of stone.
The vault door? No, it's heavy iron
Oh,
bars.
Yeah, iron.
Yeah.
One of our bloodhounds won't happen to be skillful in lockpicking and or aware of a tiny creature.
Roll a d20. Yes, you do have one locksmith, one lock picker. He not a tiny creature, but one who is fairly proficient at.
Can he try to unlock?
All right, it is Blood Hunter number.
You should
3.
still have Bardic Inspiration, too. To get
Yeah.
talking.
All right, Blood Hunter number 3 is going to go to the vault. I'll let you roll 3 dexterity checks for him. It's going to be pretty hard. This is a very difficult lock. So he has a is a +6 to dexterity. So his dexterity modifier. Just three dexterity
Okay.
checks in a row.
So, and then what? The highest one, I'll add the bardic inspiration of easy.
Well,
On the
there's
lowest
some-
one.
Oh, is it 3 tries or does he get?
It's a series. It's like a multi-phase lock.
Oh,
So
then on
it's
the
3
lowest
different
one I'll
steps.
do it. On the lowest one I'll do it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that makes that a 9 + 6, 15.
15, 20, 21.
Yeah. So he starts working it. He says, as he's working his way around it, you see the mechanism start to move. He says, "I can get this. It'll take me a little bit longer," he says, "but I believe I can make my way through this vault door."
How long?
He says, "Give me 5 minutes."
Yeah, well, I'll start.
Well, wait.
I'll move up here and make sure if anyone comes in, I'll defend them.
Okay.
Along with the ninja.
All right. What's the rest?
Well, the
what's everyone else
ninja
doing?
is no, the ninja's number 1.
Yeah, the ninja's there. What's everyone else doing?
Deimos is going to get back to this checkpoint over here, and he looks at those dwarfs and says, "All right, remember, we totally spared your lives, and we're nice people."
Okay. They're inside, and yet here we are behind bars.
Dude, we're going to let you out. We already told you.
Yeah.
This is for your own
You're
safety.
the ones who refuse to help us.
He says, the one who a dwarven warrior, the one who kind of is not wounded, who kind of gets just Elwyn had persuaded. He says, "Friend," he says, "you'll be wanting to take up a good position. Craw is coming."
I told them this way, at least they'll believe that we beat you, and you won't get in trouble, right? Play dead.
You did defeat us. All right. As a minute
Deimos,
goes
is
by,
that your final position?
is that where you guys are staking yourselves out?
Yep.
Where's A-Shock at?
Ashok. Well, I hid them because they're
Okay.
just hanging
Didn't
out
hide
with you guys.
Feldorn.
I did hide Feldor.
I'm gonna grab a crossbow.
shit. Okay.
Is there a crossbow left?
Yes. What kind of crossbow?
You guys...
Whatever I'm proficient with. Something. I don't care.
Oh, you're a Valor Bard, so you're proficient with the good one. So I'm gonna give you a crossbow.
Where are the stairs leading up?
Heavy repeating crossbow that does 20 bolts every minute.
Up here. Up is up, down is down.
So they're coming...
They're coming from down.
Okay. Then Ninja will go stand in line.
Okay, so Euphemia, I'm putting a heavy crossbow in your inventory. So these are, Euphemia, you actually have one of their repeating crossbows, but you don't know how to use it. It's a highly technical item. You can use it like a normal crossbow, but if you want to use it the way they do, you'll have to be trained in it a little bit more.
Well, fuck.
Alright, you guys hear, after a minute goes by, you hear the slink, not slink, you hear the sound of something heavy scraping and dragging along a stone floor. Like with lurching steps forward. Each time it comes forward, this heavy object gets scraped along the stone floor a little bit more. Right? The dwarf in the cell says, "Oh shit, he's coming." Up from the room below, you hear this voice, this like harsh, crackly voice, come out from the darkness ahead of you. He says, "Well, we've got visitors."
Can I have a reaction to fire when he becomes visible?
You can try.
Can I
You gonna
just
do that
aim
right
my
away?
crossbow and, yeah.
All right. Well, he sees you too, so it's gonna be initiative if you're attacking.
Can't surprise shit.
Well, if not, he's looking at you.
Well, we heard him coming, so when we get
Well, he also
first
knew we
reaction,
were here, so he
He
could also
heard
say
you
he
guys.
surprised us.
Yeah, but it's like coming around a corner and getting shot in the face with a crossbow. Literally.
Yeah, but if you know it's coming,
It's a fucking crossbow to the face.
Yeah, but if we don't surprise him or
Okay,
anything,
okay, I
it'd be
shoot
like
myself.
it'd be initiative.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's initiative. Initiative is see who reacts first.
That's how I would roll it.
We'll always argue.
All right. Are you guys rolling initiative? Okay.
what? Deimos doesn't want to fight.
Here, let me clear initiative and we can start from the top. All right. So he comes up. He says, "Well, we got visitors. Surprise, surprise. You have any last words before I cut the throats off of your heads?
Yeah.
Them out
Yeah.
from you."
Give us the key to get our stuff, and we'll let you live.
He points to his belt. He says, "The key is right here. Come and take it."
I assure him that Modron said that you're a bad guy and he should change his ways.
He spits on the ground. He says, "Fuck Modrin."
Yeah, don't talk about Tempest's secretary in a bad way.
All right.
I wish I would take one of those heavy crossbows so I could shoot you in the back of the head.
All right,
Alright.
I'm rolling initiative. This isn't.
Okay. Roll it.
Poor Deimos.
I'm so fast. I'm the first of the next round.
Should I roll initiative for our blood hunters?
I rolled for the Blood Hunter one.
You did?
It's just a dex check.
Deck,
Yeah,
yeah,
just roll
dex
it.
check.
Blood
Yeah,
Hunter one
that's-
is-
I did not mean to roll
suggest
two.
you just-
I'll just add those to the so the one's a 20 and one's a 16 for the other two. 20,
Oh.
16. All right, who's missing? Timo's got it too. All right.
And I've just told you, top of the second round.
You guys hear the patter of stone boots behind him as a number of guards come up behind him as well.
Are there any dragoons?
They come rushing up the stairs behind him.
Tell him if he's a real man, he'd fight me one-on-one.
I'd gladly fight you one-on-one.
He look like he's telling the truth.
Well, he looks pretty freaking earnest.
Alright, guys. Deimos is down.
You're wearing armor, right?
Wearing regular armor. But, I mean, I'm saying, guys.
Well, I know no magic, but you're wearing
See,
armor.
Deimos is... He thinks he's very tough and stuff, but he also knows that there's like this alpha ultra god called Midas who loves to throw super crazy shit. So he's still a little bit nervous.
If you just wrestle him down, put him in submission, it should be
Up to
fine.
you, man.
These guys are there's no magic to them at all. They're just brute force physical creatures, all these
Yeah,
dwarves.
yeah, but it's still Midas. I don't think you understand the fear instilled inside of the characters. I mean, if you
Real
guys are
question
okay with
is,
Yes.
the
that.
real question is, when does Asmodeus kill Midas?
Oh, there you go.
No, Asmodeus probably works for Midas.
I
Like,
swear,
that's
guys,
probably the only reason
A
this is
year
like-
from now, when you get to Asmodeus, your guys are gonna all be like level like 30, and you get to Asmodeus. I'm gonna make you flip a coin to see if he just outright kills you or not. 2.5 years it takes you to get there. I'm gonna say
D2.
Roll high or low.
roll high or
Low's
low.
your die.
That would be funny. All right.
Deimos
It's
fight this guy
Deimos.
one-on-one for honor's sake. If you guys want to do this instead of you guys getting hurt.
He takes
You
it.
got
They're gonna
armor.
attack
I
us
would
anyways.
gladly let you do this.
He's
gonna
like
attack
bashing
us
his chest a
anyways.
little bit. Come on, Pansy. Let's go.
Midas,
Oh,
Midas,
okay.
quick question actually.
Mhm.
In the time between when these guys arrived and we started picking the lock, would I have time to put one of these guys' armors on the dead guys?
It's been about a minute. Yes.
Okay, because I'm a dwarf, so I fit in their armor.
Yeah, you
I
do.
would like
yeah.
to put some. Can I put their armor on? I won't put their armor on.
Sure, sure. So they had plate armor.
Doesn't it take like
Sweet.
20 minutes to put that shit on?
He had a full minute.
Takes 10 minutes. Actually, going to the book.
So
I'll help him
by the
out.
time this guy comes, yeah, you're helping him out. You're putting him on. You're saying, Deimos, go fight. I need a few more minutes.
So,
Yeah.
they're all stuffing flabby dwarf into armor.
I'll slow him down,
Yep.
guys.
I'm not flabby though. I'm
Very flabby
mean,
armor.
lean fighting machine.
Flab.
Okay, Deimos. Let's see. You're up 100. Let's give you a fighting
Just
chance
for
here.
that, I'm willing-
Let's go.
All right, now. There's no such thing as magic in here, right? Not even level 8 magic.
Oh yeah, I mean the walls are there. There's emeraldine gems every
Oh, no.
5 feet.
You remember the
along
Lincoln
walls.
guy
Deimos
who was
even
able
made
to hit
a.
you like 10
he went
times
on-
in a row?
Deimos even went on the Google and made a new picture for that spell when he cast it. Can't
Which
even
one?
use it yet. One of
Which
these
one?
days.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, you know, I like to fuck with you guys. You get 9 level spells and then can't use them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it hilarious.
I think it's funny.
It is pretty funny. I was laughing about it at work today. We were talking about it.
You're gonna need them though later. With these. Yeah. All right. Anyways, all right. So he says, "Come on, Pansy." He's beating his chest. Let's
All right.
go, man.
Let's do it.
Catman. Cut
Ah.
your fucking throat open.
Arm wrestle competition.
Arm wrestle nothing. I'll rip your arms off your body and
Ah.
beat you to death with them.
Oh shit! All right, let's do this. You guy who
All right.
probably had a mean mom.
All right. Just you and Sigma 4 then. All right. You guys both roll initiative. Here we go. He gets a. Oh, all right. So you got 13, and he gets a 9. All right.
We meet in the middle.
In the middle. All right. So I'm clearing everyone else's initiative. He's got 9. You've got 13. All right. You're up first. He takes a few steps forward. He's got this big it's not really a ball and chain, but it's this jagged-looking blockish piece of metal, nasty rusted steel at the end of this long chain that he holds.
All right, Deimos runs this way. Then he runs this way. Then he goes that way. And then he goes over here. Then over here. And then he's like, I'm so gosh damn fast, and I'm gonna punch this guy in the face.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab whatever arm is on that side, like whatever weapon he's carrying, to try to grab him.
Okay. All right. So
Quick,
you're-
Euphemia, cheer me on.
Does he still have bardic inspiration?
I think you do. You never used it.
Oh, do I still have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right. So you grapple him. All right. So you wrap his arm up. Here's his count. Let me put the effect on him. And he says, "What kind of fuckery is this?" And he takes his this chain and he's like whips it around and tries to bash you with it.
I thought we were doing a straight up wrestling match.
I will use Euphemia's thing. And then I will be like, oh, Tempest, her cheering on was not good enough for me. And then I will give him a -10 on that.
All right. You duck underneath it as it swings around just past you. All right. He gets one more attack. Here we go. All right. It just passes right over your head. You're up.
All right, I'm like, come on, bro. Is that all you got?
All right.
I smack him in the side. I
You
get
crack
around
him on the
him,
side of his bloody his lip. He
Yep.
spins around. He's like, "Where are you going?"
and I
he's-
get like
he's
that
not
our little
super
arm
fast.
rock behind his back.
Okay. All right. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to pin him now?
Yeah, I'm kind of pinning him down with like a little arm thing behind his back. I'm gonna get some
here's the
sweet ass
restraint.
wrestling moves on him.
Oh,
you son of a whore!
All right. You try to pin him. He resists it. All right.
All right, I see how it is.
All right. So he turns to you and he says, "I see you now." Because you're gripping onto his arm. He kind of flexes back and just keeps you from twisting his arm behind him, and he holds it, and you're kind of held in place as well. You're stationary enough. So he has an ability called Brutal Swing. Instead of taking his 2 attacks, he can sacrifice his second attack and make his first one just a crit.
Oh, automatic hit.
Yeah.
Oh no. I assure him he hits like not that hard.
How are you resistant to...
Non-magic. It's the level 17 War Priest thing.
level 17 War Priest thing? Let me just double check this.
It is Avatar of Battle, it's called.
All of a sudden you gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage from non-magical weapons. Yeah, well... It was a crit, so here's the second half of it.
Oh, gross. Okay,
Alright.
that hurt a bit more.
You're up.
Alright, Damus isn't very happy about getting resisted. So I'm gonna kinda like shoulder check punch him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hits him in the face. Okay.
And attempt to pin him to the ground. Oh no. Oh, this guy.
At this point, he says, "What, are you trying to romance me now?"
Is it working?
He says,
You should roll a check for the Sigma just to see if
if you
you
natural,
roll a 1. If you natural 20s, Damos should get pinned to the ground.
That's right. That's right. Here we go. All right. He says, "You want to give me a kiss?"
I'm gonna work. Oh,
You're gonna want. All right. You're gonna.
it's fine. I'll just do the next
He's
one.
got a
if he
second
hits.
attack, so here it comes. That misses.
Ah, sweet. Didn't even
Alright.
have to waste it.
All right, you're up.
Alright, this side looks a little bit better as I kind of go around him.
Uh huh.
Because you know Damos is super dextery.
He just busted in the face again. He doesn't have very high armor. I mean, look at him. He doesn't have much armor on him.
Yep. And this time, knowing that crazy cool fancy hold moves don't work on him, I'm literally just going to attack him to the ground.
Okay.
Slightly better.
24.
Oh, all right. So
Yeah.
you shove him down to the ground. All right. He says. So you pin him down. You guys are both restrained. He's lying underneath you. He looks at Pajua and says, "The last one who did this to me was the missus." And he's gonna try to bite your nose. This would be
Not my nose.
Oh, misses. All right, and he's gonna, with his other arm, he's just gonna try to, or he's just kind of headbutt you. All right. So
I
this
will
is-
on this one. I'll do the my next.
Okay,
My turn.
you're up.
This time I'm gonna like totally stick my hand in front of my head and then headbutt him, so I get my cool extra damage if I hit.
All right. Okay, yeah, your fist glows radiant damage, and this one really sends itself home. You see his head recoil off your hand into the stone floor and back up and hits your hand again.
Yeah. And then as I'm pinning him down, I'm gonna kind of like try to like dislocate his arms as I start trying to pull one of his arms off.
Okay. He screams out in pain as you're yanking on it. And on his with like the rage of that, he's going to use his brutal swing attack to just like drive his head straight up into your nose. So here's an automatic crit.
Oh shit, that hurts.
Okay, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna total like shoulder check him back in the face as I'm still trying to pull that one arm off.
Okay. You hit him? Alright, so this time he's his arm is, let's see here. Oh. He actually rips his arm free from your grasp. Alright, he's gonna, on his turn, I think you're done. He's gonna try to throw you off him. Come on, bitch.
Oh shit, that's good. Not with my rolls today.
Ah,
Yeah, suck it.
all right. So you're still holding on to him. All right, you're up.
Alright, Damos doesn't like this guy. He's a good wrestler. And I give him credit. But this time I punch straight into like that shoulder area, like the joint in his arm as I keep pulling.
Okay, it hits. Alright, at this point his arm is just like, you feel the crunch of bone underneath your fists as you're certain something gets broken. He screams out in pain. With his other arm, he's gonna try to wrap it around, and he's gonna try to fishhook you around the mouth and like yank you off him. Alright, he's not quite able to do that. Your turn.
Okay. And this time I'm gonna try to smash his other arm.
Hit. Alright, so this time you see like the blood flowing and his seeping from where you crunched him in the face earlier. It's the blood is starting to flow down into his eyes. It's flowing into his mouth and his nose. He starts coughing and gagging as he's beginning to like choke on his own blood. He's gonna swing at you one last time with a vicious headbutt.
Damn, his head's got a hard head.
Your turn.
Alright, I look into his eyes and I try to channel Tempest through me to try to save this guy's soul. And I say, will you accept Tempest's great burning love of beating the shit out of people?
He says, I knew you wanted to fuck me when I first saw you. And he spits a wad of blood in your face.
I was like, that's kind of what I was hoping you were gonna say. And then I'm gonna smash him in his face and say, I'm gonna let Tempest take care of you.
Oh shit.
Wait, are you gonna kill him?
He just did. He crit him.
That was perfect.
Can't he knock him out?
He didn't
That
say
crit
it.
was perfect, Damos.
Oh man. Alright.
I think killing
I
the
let him
Sigmas
die.
are a bad
Let him
idea,
die.
but
You kinda like
That's perfect.
you caved his face in.
Sorry guys, I just tried to knock him out.
you just
Did
kinda
your fist just go through his face?
I pick his arm up and I start wiggling it, so it's like a limp noodle. And
Yeah,
it cracks in multiple places.
yeah, it's broken in multiple places. At
Guys.
this point, yeah, go on.
I was like, guys, I got him. I'm start dragging him over to like over our way, and I say to his guards, I'm like, well, we fought fair and square. We're all good now, right?
Yeah, the guards are like looking at each other and like they're like, fucking hell, what do we do now?
Put down your weapons.
put him in
You
the
won't
cells
be
with the
hurt.
other dwarves.
We don't want any trouble,
They say,
but I do suggest you highly recommend praising Tempest.
they look at each other and they're like, and as one, their weapons and their shields and stuff all start clattering to the ground.
I'm gonna walk over, take the key from the guy's belt,
'Kay.
and open the vault.
All right.
Roll something to see if right as Ellen gets there, if the guy unlocks it.
All right, roll dexterity check for Blood Hunter 3.
Oh.
Does this guy have like any
No.
cool weapons or trinkets on him?
This guy, he has that weapon, and that's about it.
Deimos has taken it.
He's got a ton of body odor too. This guy was not the most hygienic dude in the world. You actually smell like hobo, because you're like all rubbed up all over him.
Joke's on him. I also smell like a hobo.
Oh, Blood Hunter 3 rolled a 1 and I rolled a 6.
Yeah, he's like, the dude is like, yeah, I
Just
kind
grab
of
the
screwed it
key.
up.
But yeah, I'm totally taking that guy's weapon. It's
Alright.
a trophy for our sweet Tempest Temple.
You got his.
I'm gonna grab the key and open the vault.
Okay, vault
That
door
one's already
opens.
doing that.
Vault door
Right,
opens.
that's it.
You guys find all of your the confiscated weaponry that they had taken from you guys, including your legacy items and all your armor.
Anything else?
And your pack and everything like that. You find they had a couple other prisoners along with you. Those guys were not necessarily like high level adventurers. So just basic swords and shields and
We're
that
gonna
kind of
take them
stuff.
anyways,
All right.
because we can't tell anyways.
I kind of look at my armor in there, kind of look it down at what I'm wearing, and I look back at the armor in there. I'm like, well, shit.
All right. What you do notice is that none of your gold is there.
What?
Your gold or your money and
Again?
the
You
valuables.
did it again. You
What
done
the
did
hell?
it again. God damn it, Midas.
They took it from you. I mean, it makes sense they put the gold somewhere else.
So do we
Plus,
erase what I
their
have
gold, right?
here on my inventory?
I'm
They,
not
don't,
gonna.
they didn't take my gold.
Yours is you still have yours. But
Do
so
I erase mine?
Elwyn, Kildrak, and don't erase it just yet. I haven't saved it, but just pretend it's not there.
Okay.
A-Shock and Beldorn don't have
Yes.
this.
Yeah, Feldorn too.
Now, for example, my robe, it's not going to give me the extra protection, right? It's not magical. The only thing working is my staff.
Correct. Man, sometimes the dice make like fights just perfect. Davis, like all that trash talking and that last hit. That's perfect.
If he wouldn't have had that resist to non-magic, it would have been way different.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I'm going to keep the greatsword, by the way.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the crossbow too. I'll be right back.
Okay. So you guys hear
Oh, I
some...
want to take one of the crossbows as well, just to see if I can figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. So you take a repeating crossbow.
And 20 volts as well.
Okay. All right. At this point, you hear some ruckus from up the stairs. Right. And you hear Darius shout down. He says, "They're about to break through. They've got some kind of siege, like door-breaking device on the other side. Quigley's barely able to hold it."
I kind of turn around after I spend another 10 minutes getting my other armor on. And I'm like, let them come.
Hey, other dwarf people that are kind of afraid of us, is there any other way out of here?
I say, "Aye, there's another passageway that makes its way out of the dungeon. It goes up through the dungeon master's quarters."
Aw, sick. Show me the way. Or us the way.
I say, well, we
Insight
got
check him.
What was that?
Insight check him. Don't accept his word.
Well, who are you asking?
One of those, the dwarfs that
This
were kind
random
of, afraid of that one guy that we beat the crap out of.
All right. Let's see. These guys are pretty. Okay. So Euphemia, you're able to see through everything that he says, and you think that that he's telling the truth.
All right. You guys willing to go this way and try to escape and regroup?
Yeah, the problem is if we all try to escape, they're gonna catch up with us because we don't have magic.
Well, they don't have magic either.
Well, no, I'm saying if Quigley lets go of the door.
Oh, is the door gonna like break right this second?
Yeah, I think so.
You
Quigley
guys
lets
have
go.
like 30 seconds.
I say we book it the fuck out of here.
Okay, yeah, just everyone run for the second entrance.
Okay, so you guys
Do
head
we have
down
any
this.
explosives?
The blood hunters have some on them. They
Let's
each
just
have
set
like
some
a set.
explosives at the thing and try to collapse the entrance.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna you're gonna try to work something out with Quigley and Darius so that they let it go. They run down with you, and you guys collapse this area that you're in, like maybe like right here.
The explosion.
Yeah.
By the way, Midas, are you sure I don't have lay on hands? It's not a magical effect.
Wait, of course it's magical.
It's
No,
not.
it's considered holy.
Divine Reserve. If Deimos has his War Priest abilities, I should have lay on hands.
Yeah, it's not considered magical. It's something that can get past like Beholder's. It's the same effect as Beholder's Eye. You can lay your hands through it.
Okay, I'll give you lay on hands.
Okay, I'll give Deimos 15 hit points.
Okay.
As I go up and begin to touch him.
All right. Deimos,
Get
he
a
heals you.
room.
He heals you for 15 hit points.
He's gone. I'll tell him when he gets back.
Okay. So you guys rig up some explosives, and
You get carried across.
you guys all jet out to the south. Quigley and Darius follow behind you, and this room caves in with the explosion, and you guys rush downstairs to the lower level. As you go down there, they lead you to the Dungeon Master's private quarters, basically, Sigma 4, and there is indeed a smallish tunnel that makes its way out.
Is there anything here?
Roll a d20. Ooh.
20.
Oh, okay.
I only get 20s at the weirdest time. Never during combat.
You find he has a collection of random like trinkets and stuff like that. There isn't so much in the way of wealth or anything. He wasn't the type of person to care about wealth. But you
Well, I'm
do
gonna
find
grab those and put those in my bag and any journals or books.
you do find
I
a
find-
book. Let me see what this is labeled here. Okay. There's no picture for it. Is there a picture for it? Here. There you go. You find a book. Very crude, very old. It's actually, the pages are chiseled out of stone. You don't really have
As I s-
you can't read Dwarven, so you can't really decipher it. You don't really know what it is.
I'm gonna stuff it in my bag.
I will add it to
Oh no, don't share it with the dwarf and the who can probably decipher it.
Yes, let's stop and decipher it right now, since that's more important.
I mean, if you
Dwarves.
think it is.
God.
Alright, so it's in your inventory somewhere. I dropped it in there, I don't know where it went.
It became lost.
Shit. It's somewhere in
It's in
there.
there, probably.
Alright.
What was it called?
Well, it wasn't identified here. Let me see what its non-identified name is. A large tome. They need like a search feature for your inventory. There, it's called a large tome. It's about.
It was at the very top.
That's at the very bottom. Or like
For me, it's at the very top.
really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
First thing on my list.
all right. What's in your inventory then?
The unidentified, right?
Unidentified.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you
And
guys.
is there anything else like regular books or journals?
You find some paperwork. He had like a log of prisoners and that
I'm gonna
kind of
grab all
stuff.
that too.
Okay. All right, and you guys make your way out of this tunnel. Quigley doesn't really fit super well, but he just like powers through the rock and stone. So he goes last, and as he shoves his way out, it's basically collapsing the tunnel behind him because he's so large. All right. You guys break your way out of the tunnel. You are on the opposite side. You find yourself on the outskirts of the campground, where the barracks was. Right, basically on the outer wall. As you push out of the ground, this was like some kind of secret personal tunnel that the guy had.
Shit, guys. We should probably find a place to like hunker down and plan our next move.
Yeah, what is
To
the
the
next
throne
move?
room. I thought we were going straight to the throne room after this.
To do what? What are you gonna do?
Challenge the king?
That sounds smart.
Hey, I'm down.
Yes.
You wanted to kill us.
That's not a good plan. We still have no
What
clue
else?
what's going on.
Well, what else would you do?
We can try to take out
Do you
like
know there's evil
his
people in the
advisors and
city?
stuff.
We need to figure out who the bad guy is. We still haven't done that. There's someone behind the king.
Yes, I'm sure if we get to the king and, knock him unconscious.
So you want to beat the fuck out of the king and hopefully the bad guy comes out and says, ha ha ha, you beat the king. Now beat
Yeah.
me.
Pretty much.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, worse than Scooby-Doo all the time. We even have a Shaggy.
I mean, I do know that there's 3 other tough guys that are with the king at the very least, along with other crap.
Well, we know. Will Sigma 1 challenge us?
Unless
You
we have
mean-
proof. We need proof. We need something to set him on. If we have proof, he'll back us. If we don't,
Okay, I
he's
go
gonna
up
try
to
to kill us.
Karen and ask him what are all the different wear forms that we have available to us.
I have
So-
an idea.
Alright. Only 2 of the blood hunters are shifters, shapeshifters. One is an outright wolf. The other is.
How about the others that are around the city?
There are other kinds of blood hunters. They have a specialties. Some of them are of the order of the profane. Some are of the order of the mutant. Some are the order of the lycanthrope. So they have different specialties.
So, but only the lycanthropes can fully change into an animal.
Yeah, they can shapeshifts. One is a like a panther. The other one is a wolf.
Panthers are medium creatures, right?
I think they both are.
Do any of these guys know if they are lycanthropes that can change into house cats?
Are you asking them?
Yep.
If lycanthropes change into dogs, I don't think they can do that.
Like small, perfectly cute, highly sophisticated,
Well, one does a
intelligent leaders of
panther, so-
parties.
Ninja one, the ninja guy looks at you and says, like, there are lycanthropic versions of most creatures in this world. It
I
would
look at the
definitely be within
captain.
the realm of possibility.
I'm like, you a lycanthropin thingy?
Roll a.
All right, so Ellen, what's your
Oh.
plan?
Okay, Damos. Your cat is not there.
Don't you say terrible things like that. My cat's not what?
Your cat's not there.
Guys. I don't care what this king's doing. Damos is gonna find his cat.
How long
Where did
has
we
his
lose?
cat been gone?
Where did we lose him?
He doesn't know. When was the last time you talked to the cat?
My cat's always there on my chest. It's like carrying a baby.
Didn't you build the cat carrier or baby carrier thing?
Yeah. I got a super armored up, tricked up cat carrier.
Maybe your cat's like super magical and it just can't exist here.
My cat.
Last time you saw the cat was before you spent that night in the ditch, and you had that vision from Tempest.
My cat is Tempest.
It probably avoided the city because it doesn't want to reveal its true form.
Didn't Feldorn say that the true form was a cat?
Yeah, but it has to be something else.
Damos is gonna have a mental breakdown here.
Yeah, because gods aren't gods not allowed in the city at the moment?
I mean, I'm sure if
Doesn't
God
have
came
anything to
down
count.
and, like... I'm sure if, for some reason, Modron came down in another aspect,
No.
it's not like the Emerald Deed is keeping them from the city.
A god could exist inside the city if a god wanted to. They're outlawed, but
Remember, it could be a cat, but it might be like a cat of a different species.
Nope.
Anyway,
That's much more beyond.
Ellen, what was your plan?
Kind of concerned about the cat, but I was
Yes,
gonna
Damos
say
sits down.
No one
It's not moving.
cares about the point anymore. We're going for the cat. Fuck it all.
What's
That's
the
Oh,
point
okay,
of saving the world?
Thing.
New party goal, cat.
That's
One of-
always been part of
We
it.
will straight up leave the city and go for the cat.
Yep.
like so the blood hunters are just looking at it very oddly. You guys are all spazzing out. It's like, what seems to be the problem, friend?
I grab one really tightly and I stare from the dead of his eyes. I'm just like, smell my cat carrier and track the cat.
Okay. Karen says, "Cat, is this
Captain, gosh damn fluffy paws.
that cat all the way from back in that fucking small town village?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been a walking weapon ever since then.
You've been
She's
carrying
got
that
two
cat
wands.
ever since then?
Yep.
She's got
gosh
two wands,
damn
but by the way,
gorgeous.
why doesn't she use that more often?
Holy shit, man!" Karen says, "That was that little boy's cat,
Girl. Little girl.
a little girl's cat."
Yeah. Gosh damn, level 17. Freaking cat.
The blood hunter smells your cat carrier, the ninja blood hunter. He says, okay, man. So this is the panther shape, the shifter. He kind of sniffs it. He says, "Oh, brother," he says, "I got some news for you."
Yeah. I'd suggest you pick your words well. Because I'm feeling like snapping some necks.
At that point,
As Demos says that, I kind of move close. I don't grab him quite yet, but I move closer to make sure that I can restrain him if this is terrible.
How about this? We pull out cell phones and make them and Google little cat photo videos. Calm him down.
he says, "Brother, I have some news for you." He says, "Your cat is not a normal cat. Has a distinct
No shit.
smell of a lycanthrope."
Okay. I'll take it. Where's my gosh damn cat?
He says, "I don't know."
It's 2017. I don't care what my cat is. It's my gosh damn cat.
He says, "Dude, I don't know, man. She's not here. I can tell you that."
Hold on.
What? Whoa. Wait. So you're telling me it's you can't find my cat?
I get ready to restrain him.
He says, dude, this is a big city, and I have not smelt your cat anywhere. Believe me, I know.
All right.
No.
Alright, Damos just turns around and walks away. I'm gonna go find my gosh damn cat.
Wait,
Damos, we gotta
the
fix this.
when you found this cat, was that the last time you saw Karen, and then you lost your cat, and then he suddenly appeared?
Uh-oh.
Karen, get the fuck over here.
No, you've met Karen. Karen, you guys brought Karen
Yeah, he was
over
part of our
from
party, yeah.
Ospium. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
but-
okay.
Yeah,
I said Karen.
It does kind of come up.
I know we have a mission, and we're gonna do that mission. But we need to have like 90% of all priorities going to finding the cat.
I'll tell you. Here, we can do this. Why don't we use a couple of the blood hunters to track down the captain, while the rest of us continue on with our mission?
He's probably outside the city waiting for us. Doesn't
Can,
want
can,
to be
can,
in here.
can Captain, I'm sorry, can Damos think of how long it's been since he's last seen Captain?
Last time
Or if
you
he
saw
paused.
him was the night you were lying into the ditch.
Is it a day ago?
That was 2 days ago.
It's 2 days ago? Oh shit. I'm about to put a fucking Amber Alert out.
I take one of the pictures that we have of cats, and I kind of just hand it to Amos. One of the pictures that we got painted of Captain Fluffy Paws.
Karen says, if this creature is as important to you as it seems it is, he says, my hunters can find her.
It's not. We need to focus on the city and our mission here.
So how many blood hunters are there total again?
You have 3 with you. There's 3 more out there than they had left and were causing distractions around the city.
I think we can spare a blood hunter to track it down.
I say the 3 that are out in the city. They can look for the captain.
Yes.
Ah, this is so stupid.
But if the captain doesn't show up in a
So
day,
what are the abilities of each of them?
Of the other
Roughly.
blood hunters.
Yeah.
Blood hunters of the profane soul type. Let's see, and there's 2 of those. If I can pull up my manual.
But
They,
they're all
um,
proficient in tracking, right?
Yeah, they're all survivalists. They focus on hunting different kinds of creatures. The profane soul has to do with like geists and undead and that kind of stuff. They've given themselves so far into hunting in the spiritual realm that they've taken on some of those properties themselves.
It's
Alright.
not who's proficient at tracking. I'm wondering who's better in melee when we do go fight the king.
They're all pretty good fighters. I mean, they all have different attributes and stuff like that.
I'm gonna.
Do we want to sacrifice the lycanthropes to track down the lycanthrope?
Yes.
No, we need them.
I don't think you understand, guys.
These 2 are your only 2 lycanthropes, and the ones out in the city you haven't heard from them.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out some chimichangas as you see Damos slightly tearing up, and he's just like, these are her favorite treats. Everybody needs some, just in case.
The ninja lycanthrope, the panther, he says to you, so you've had this cat traveling along with you for well over a year now, correct?
Yeah.
And have you ever seen her in any other form besides a cat?
No.
Have you had any indication that she is something other than a cat?
Well, yeah, she's more than a cat. She's my cat. And she's a straight up motherfucking boss.
Someone with magical true sight said that she was a cat and not a transformed
Yeah,
cat.
and also Tempest wouldn't tell me what she was.
Well, the thing is, I don't think true sight would overcome lycanthrope because
Technically, it would be a true sight.
would it?
Yeah, shapeshifting. It sees through shapeshifting.
Okay. Well,
So he says, have you come across any other lycanthropes before?
Not that we
What?
know.
Don't you? Nope. Mm-mm. Damos won't. Nope. The only lycanthrope Deimos can think of is that son of a bitch who beat the shit out of us, or way back in the day.
Who?
That big, beefy dude, one of the 4 horsemen guys.
Oh, yeah, the werewolf.
He says, he leans in, he says, "This might not be the time to talk about all this." He says, "But lycanthropic culture is complicated, to say the least. There are powers that be, there are ancient orders, and there's a ruling body that has overseen them all. Have you ever heard of the Synod?"
Is that my cat? No, I have not.
Yes, you fucking have.
Oh wait, yep, yes. Deimos slightly remembers.
Okay, so this was so just a reminder for you guys. Session 5.
Yeah, it was
Whoa.
a long time ago.
You guys fought. Remember when you guys were being hunted by the Blood Pack?
Yeah.
The Wolf Pack. The Wolf Pack. Right. The orcs that had gotten hired to kill you guys. The leader of the Wolf Pack was a lycanthrope, a werewolf. And remember, he was fighting you guys, and you pulled out the cat, and as soon as he saw the cat, he stopped fighting you.
Oh shit, yep, I do remember that.
And
Yep.
he said to you, "It seems that the Synod has taken interest in you."
Ah, son of a bitch.
Dude, this was 50 sessions ago.
Yep.
Isn't that pronounced synod?
Synod.
Nope. It's my cat. Deimos will protect his cat. Deimos will kill for his cat.
Do you guys think we can spare one blood hunter to track down the cat outside the city walls?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we can.
That might kill him.
300%. What?
Then we.
What's one blood hunter to Deimos' cat?
I
That's
asked. Well,
not
isn't
getting
the
killed?
wolf be better at tracking by smell than the panther?
They both could, but either one.
I asked Karen to send one of the lycanthropes to track the cat outside the city walls.
All right, ninja guy volunteers. He says, "Send a cat to find a cat."
I give him chimichangas.
True.
And tell him that Papa Deimos is very sad and missing the cat.
He says,
And make sure we know that the cat's favorite meal is the chimichangas.
all right. Karen leans into his basically his right hand guy. He says, "This is Silas. Silas and I have been through many, many ordeals together. I trust no one more than he." All right. He leans in. He says, "Silas, if this creature is what it says has any connection to the lycanthropic governing bodies, then there is something special to it, and it is of importance. I think you'll be able to figure out what to do." Silas kind of leans in. He says, "I will."
If my cat gets harmed, I will murder you. And everything.
He says, "Everything in my power, I swear, to finding her and keeping her safe. Although, if she's connected to the Synod, something tells me she won't need my protection."
Murder.
Okay?
All right.
Alright. And so Ninja Guy, Blood Hunter number 1, the he of the multiple crits, kind of dashes off. And as he rushes off, you see him in mid-stride, just his body contorts and it warps. He doesn't go into full cat form, but he hunches over, and so like as a humanoid, half man, half cat, he starts running, and he's like bounding on all fours, and his speed increases pretty significantly as he does so. And he rushes off, and you see him leap over from a couple trees over one of the interior walls of the city, and he vanishes off into the distance.
Okay, so what's the plan? I was thinking something had to, like you said, something had to drive the king mad or whatever he's been doing. Can we get some information on if there's anybody that came into the city at the time the king changed his views on magic and stuff?
Sigma 1 probably would be our best bet.
Yeah, especially like the Sigma people. If there was like a new one of them.
I don't think it's a Sigma because the Sigmas are all dwarfs. But I remember when we were brought forth before the king, there were a couple non-dwarves. It's one of them.
Oh yeah.
You weren't there, Deimos.
No, I was. Well, I heard it. It was there's a dwarf. I mean, a halfling something.
I'm 99% sure it's the halfling.
Yeah.
So the king, when he came to see you, there were 3 advisors with him. A dwarf, a human, and a halfling. I have their names here and stuff too, but I don't know if you care. Texilinor was the name of the dwarf, Comins was the name of the human, and Roesia was the name of the halfling.
Did we notice gauntlets on the halfling?
No, you didn't notice that. You were looking, but you didn't see anything. I mean, he also had a couple of Sigmas with him. He had his guards with him. He had his daughter and a nursemaid with him. He had...
Did we notice any magic gauntlets?
No, he did not.
I was looking.
I think our best bet to figure out who it is Sigma 1. But then again, I do think, storming the palace isn't a terrible idea.
We already
Not
talked
now.
to Sigmund 1 about it, and he doesn't know.
Well, did you ask the specific question who had just arrived in the city when the king changed his views?
Did I?
No, you did not.
No.
They're gonna know that we busted out. So if we're gonna do something, it has to be done now, because then the whole city's gonna be on lockdown, and it's gonna be super difficult for us to do
Sigmund
anything.
1's at the palace, probably right now.
So if we don't, or offensive
We
today,
could go
we
after
do.
the gnome, like you said. Or no, whatever it is.
Well,
Halfling.
I think if we don't do any more offensive today, we do need to hunker down at some place and then track the halfling.
Plus, we need to find a new place to stay.
Well, do we know if... Yeah, nope, never mind. That would be obvious. Okay. Yeah, we need to find a new place to stay.
Okay, you guys gonna try to find a safe house for a little while? The city's in chaos.
Yeah, if we're gonna do anything, we need to do it now. Once this thing settles down, they notice we're gonna be gone. We killed some dwarves here. We spared most of them, but they're still gonna be hunting us like crazy. It's better if we move now.
Let's move.
Okay, where are you going?
Plus, we need to get the rest of the, what do you call them?
Those blood hunters are the ones creating the chaos. We need to use that as our cover.
Oh, well, they're probably done.
But the city is still in chaos, so we're good.
Yeah, but, so we need to get them, and then everyone get together and go find a new place. Otherwise, we're leaving them to die.
Well, they can just follow the pheromones, right?
Yeah, Kieran kind of leans in and he says, they'll be able to find us when they are free to do so.
To the palace, I say we just move.
What'd you say?
The palace?
What about it?
I say that's our next move.
Find cover first, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna storm
I thought, why don't we go after the halfling? Figure out if she knows something.
Okay. Well, she's going to be probably in the palace because she's
Yeah.
an advisor.
No, she probably has her own home, and it'd be easier to go there
Close to the
than
palace.
storming a freaking palace. Okay.
Probably close to the palace still. The point is we have to find cover now.
Whatever.
It's
What do
also
you
the
want?
middle of the day. It's not like it's nighttime at all. So
It's up to you guys. My vote is to move now and use the chaos as our cover. But if you guys want to find a place settled, just to hide for a while, then whatever the group wants.
When you say move now, move on what?
To go to the palace, there's not going to be all the guards are going to be busy dealing with the chaos. So we're going to find the least resistance if we go to the palace now to confront the king or to try to find the advisors.
I'm down for confronting the king. I've been from the beginning. But I see
Confront him
that
about what? I don't know what the hell's going on. You have nothing to confront him with.
Then what the hell are we doing here if we're not going to confront the king about what's going on? We should just go home.
You're very extremist.
that's why you play D&D, to be extremists.
your gauntlet is in the palace, Euphemia. You knew that much. Someone in the palace has it.
I don't think we ever said that.
No, that's what he told you. That's what Mojo
Yeah.
told you.
No, you said it was in the city, not in the palace.
No, she is in the palace. She has unlocked it. Or awakened it.
Either way. Don't know who.
Again, I'm all for moving on the palace. I'm not necessarily like storming it, hey, hammer down the front gate, but moving on the palace.
That's exactly what I meant. I mean, I didn't mean go in there, just try to kill everything. But we're not going to get any more information outside of the palace.
Okay.
I'm for the palace.
Palace.
Deimos?
Deimos has been gone for longer than 30
no,
seconds.
sorry. Deimos, I was on mute for a second. Deimos says we know, and he knows we need to go to the palace. He doesn't know if we should just barge straight in there, but we do definitely need to go to the palace.
Okay. We'll try to use the, all the chaos to move around the city without trying to draw too much attention to ourselves. And
Can-
when we get to the palace, we'll see if we see a way in or not.
Alright. It's been soon
Car-
enough. Yeah, go on.
Can Karen send specific messages with pheromones, or is it just like, oh hey, here's a recognizable smell?
It's basically certain. It's not messages per se, but they use them as signals. They have several different scents that they use, and he does have one that they had preset to signify when they should stop their distractions and they should try to regroup.
Okay, don't send that one quite yet, but have it at the ready, I would say.
Kieran nods. He says,
If it's possible.
of course, it's possible."
I don't know if they like pee or something, but you know.
You don't want to know.
He wipes his hand on your shoulder.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Euphemia, are you going with them?
Yeah.
All right.
What else?
You guys all start heading in the direction of the royal palace. Again, it's been about an hour. So you guys were down in the dungeon about an hour. There's still enough going on in the city that no one's really looking and super suspicious. There's still the militia and stuff are still going around. You still hear the occasional explosion, and you see the fires burning all over the city. The blood hunters have done their work pretty well in keeping things pretty chaotic. As Karen continues forward, he looks up in the air and he looks at the other lycanthrope. And the guy sniffs up in the air and he says, "They've caught one. It seems our friend Barathos has fallen."
Who?
Dead or captured?
He looks at the other blood hunter. He says, "He is no longer with us."
Which one's that?
He was
Are
one
you
of
talking
the
about like when the
three distraction guys.
they killed him?
We must hurry. as soon as we get to the palace, you should send out the symbol for them to regroup with us. Once we're in, we'll worry about the outside troops at a later time. But we should get in there before they focus all their attention back on us.
I assume they're doing this now, but is there a signal to specifically to hide and not do anything more distracting wise, or do you think they're completely done with their distractions and they're in full hide mode?
He says when they have exhausted their capabilities of distracting of creating chaos, they will go into hiding as their default until they receive a signal.
Okay, sounds good then.
Okay, all right. You guys start heading out to the towards the palace. You make your way across the city, and the palace is obvious. It stands above the rest of the city, towering over it. As you make your way to the switchbacking streets that ascend the hill towards it, you notice that the is a little bit more clear, and you don't see many people around this area. Actually, seems oddly quiet. You guys continue up the hill, and you make your way to the grand gate that opens up, that basically keeps the palace walled off, and there are a number of dwarven guards there. A full contingent of them. You figure about 20. There isn't much room to hide as you come up, but you do your best to look nonchalant. But as you are approaching, one of the guards moves and swings the gate open. He gives a signal, and the gates swing open.
Oh, okay.
So are we expected? That's what it seems like.
That's what it seems like.
Does my ring of invisibility work?
Oh, of course not. Well, wait, actually, you haven't tried it, have you?
No. I'm trying it now.
Disappear from the dwarves and they all kill us.
You go invisible.
Awesome.
Oh shit. It's kind of badass.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna stay invisible and follow along with the group, just so we have an edge, a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, hold on. Wouldn't the dwarves who opened the door have seen you gone invisible?
That's what I said.
So I would wait till no one can see us and then put it on, because then it'll be a true surprise.
Okay.
As you walk through, the dwarves are there. They all look pretty heavily armored. You see the repeating crossbows. You see pretty vicious great swords and battle axes. All these are basically the royal guard. And they all look at you. Every eye is on you guys as you walk past, but no one says a word.
Curious.
Okay, as soon as the gate shuts, I'm going to try my orb Stein thing, the sense thing, just to see if it works.
Okay. You trigger it, but no, you're not able to detect anything or sense any kind of change.
The question is, can I sense my friends around me?
No.
No, okay, so I don't sense anything at all. That's fine. Just curious.
Okay. You guys make your way up. The path in front of you seems pretty clear as it directs straight towards the palace. Doors, you go up and you actually are standing outside the doorway to the palace itself.
Does that
Any
open up
guards?
for us?
There is... No, there's no guard out there. It's just a shut door.
I love traps.
Is Quigley with us?
Yeah, Quigley's been following you the whole time.
And I'm gonna ask him if he can open the door up for us since they look pretty heavy.
He walks up to it and he says, Quigley, push. He puts one massive hand on the door, and as his palm touches it, it starts to swing open.
Good job, Quigley.
Quigley quite strong.
Yes.
Has Quigley tried the chimichangas yet?
Yeah, I think we gave him some last time.
I'll give him a chimichanga.
Yeah, he loves the chimichangas. He just pops it. It's like a tic tac.
The real question is who doesn't like the chimichangas? Have we met someone who doesn't like them yet?
Euphemia so far.
Well, she don't count, but
He pops in like a tic tac. All right, you guys.
I think next time we're in our wherever Pablo is, we ask him to make a giant sized chimichanga for Quigley.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool. All right, so it opens into a grand hallway, and you guys start following in. You see stewards and attendants all throughout, just kind of bustling around, other dwarves and stuff. But as they see you come through, they just kind of like bow their heads and defer and like walk a different direction. The occasional guard does the same thing, just kind of like just watching you, but no one's confronting you, no one's challenging you.
Is there a clear way of where the meeting hall or the throne room or whatever
Yeah,
is?
yeah, absolutely. It seems pretty obvious as you guys are making your way up the through the palace proper.
I'm gonna nod at you, saying yes, Gildrak.
I think we just head straight towards the throne room if we're not meeting any resistance. Obviously, I think not diplomacy, but a little bit of talking is back on the table.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you guys make it to.
We still have Darius with us too, right?
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Because Darius isn't multi-classing, I'm pretty sure his charisma is higher than mine.
He does have pretty high
I
charisma.
got 22 charisma.
He's not as high as yours. That one. All right. You
How did I
guys.
get 22?
He had a tome of
You read the book.
leadership and understanding or something like that.
Yeah, but how does he go from over 20
The book lets you go over 20
by 2?
by 2.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys, there are guards posted on the sides of the entrance to the throne room. As you approach, they look at you, they nod at each other, and they open the doors. These massive doors, probably 20 feet tall, swing open wide, and you enter this large stone hallway. There are pillars holding up this massive vaulted ceiling. On either side, there are statues of dwarven heroes. Tapestries. It's ornate. It's decorated. It's lavish. At the very end of the hall, the king sits on a large throne. There are two thrones there, side by side. He sits on the one, and on the other is his daughter, the little about 3 or 4 year old dwarven girl.
He's
Behind
definitely a
him,
demon.
behind him are the counselors and some other guards, and as well as the Sigma members. Standing on the ground, you see Sigma 1. So here's the throne room. The king is, just so you guys all remember what the king looks like. His daughter, sitting next to him.
What the fuck?
She's like 3 years old.
So I can't believe I didn't do this before, but as soon as I get within 30 feet of, are the advisors here?
Yes, the advisors are all near him, standing behind
Okay,
you
as
as
soon as I get within 30 feet of the throne, I'm going to divine sense my idiot self. Not doing that
well. And
before.
Ruisia is there as well. And you see on one side of his throne is Eloise.
She's hot.
On the other side is
That's meta, by the way. Killjack's taken.
Sigma 2. What was his name? Shit. Hoger. And in front of the throne, kind of like facing you guys, is Sigma 1 Tigron.
Where is he?
Bitch.
Sigma 1?
Here, I'll put him on the map.
I want a miniature that looks exactly like that because that is a badass miniature.
Alright. I don't have. I didn't make an icon for the king yet. I guess I should. So. Sigma 1, Sigma 2.
We're taking a short rest.
It's alright, Euphemia, you can be in the front lines. Damos is hurt.
There.
Well, I don't have any bardic things anymore, so.
That's kind of what it looks like there. There are guards posted along the walls as well. So let me go ahead and add you guys into the map. As you guys enter the throne room. Okay. I don't have Darius on here, but that's because I don't have his... I lost his character sheet.
Okay, so 60 feet from the throne is...
Okay. The king... is sitting on the throne. He's definitely the dominant personality in the room. He's glaring at you, his one bloodshot eye just kind of squinted in your direction, and he's kind of snarling. He goes, "Welcome, welcome, heroes. Did you think yourself so smart, thinking you can make your way around my city, in my country? I've been watching you the whole time.
How do you do that without magic, bro?
I have eyes everywhere. My people tell me everything."
I'm gonna try to make it to the spot right in front of that purple rug, and I want to divine sense.
Okay, let me see here.
And I want to get into a spot where I include the rest of the Sigmas, the king, the daughter, and the non-dwarven advisors.
Okay.
And actually the dwarf advisor too, I guess. Why not?
Okay. So Darius steps up and says, "Highness, may we approach your throne?" And Brack says, "You may walk forward." Alright. You guys have permission to approach.
Do I see any traps?
Did you roll for it?
You want to roll? Investigate.
Deimos don't trust carpets.
You cannot see anything.
So, from where I am I in range for a divine sense?
What's the range on it?
60 feet. I know I'm in range from the back of the throne. I just want to make sure I get all the advisors because it's sphere.
You do not sense the presence of any undead, celestial, fey, or fiend.
I whisper to Elwyn that none of them are demons. So one is just an evil person. I wish divine sense could detect intentions. Does anyone have detect thoughts? Oh wait, that won't work here. Never mind.
No. I have my insight.
You roll with that, buddy. I don't. Daniels, you're a cleric. Shouldn't you have insight?
What? Cleric?
Everyone
Cleric.
has insight.
Wisdom, I mean.
Skill.
Don't you have good wisdom? Yeah, you got a plus 10 to it. Tell us if anybody's lying when they talk.
Deimos is still kind of pissy about his cat.
The king says to you, he says, "Heroes indeed. I wanted to see you with my own eyes.
Eyes?
See the incredible, the ones that the gods have blessed in here in these fucking chaotic times. The ones whom Modrin has approved of. Heroes, indeed. I wager your blood is the same color as the rest of ours. What do you think, Roesia? Should I kill these interlopers?" The halfling female leans over to him and says, "My liege, these vagabonds have broken your laws and harmed your soldiers. They should not be allowed to see another sunrise."
When he addresses her, I'm gonna ask the king, so, since when does a dwarf take advice from a halfling?
I listen to all my advisors. There is wisdom in counsel. But a base-born, low-life fucking elf like you would know nothing of leadership and royalty. So come.
How long has
What?
she been your advisor?
Roesia, I have been at your side for 3 years, 2 months.
How long has it been since you outlawed magic? And the gods?
He says, "You interest me. I will answer your questions." He says, "When the gods fell from the skies, when the heavens burned, my council here, Roesia being the newest amongst them, advised me to close the borders and do away with the magic and the divine in our country so as to preserve our nation and our culture. I agreed. The demons, they bother us not. Our country remains intact while those of the humans and the elves burn."
Well, yeah, because you're gonna be easy pickings at the end.
Say what you will, but my people live.
Is there any way we can convince you? Anything. Name one thing. Gotta be something.
To convince me of what?
Yeah, well, I mean, to convince you that maybe you should start, help worship the gods, and they're to help you guys, or maybe use a little bit of magic, because it's nice.
As you're saying that, the little dwarven girl sitting next to him says, "Papa, Papa, I don't want to be afraid. These people scare me." He says, "Celeste, darling, They will not be here long. I will not let none of them harm you.
I ask him, why does he think the gods are not worthy to be worshipped?
Because they fucking die like pigs in the heavens as we speak.
Do you not think they would be more powerful with our help? I'm saying all this in Dwarvish, by the way.
Okay. He says, the gods have had their time. And they've lost. My people will not be collateral damage for their failure and their weakness.
Okay.
But don't they
so
fight to protect you guys?
Damus, I got it.
Oh, sorry. Damo, shuts up.
I've got the perfect line here. I've been crafting this one since the beginning of the episode. I say to him, well, if I can prove to you that the might of the gods is still great, would you be willing to accept them again?
He says, if the gods were to win the war and expel the demons from their front door, of course, I would be willing to acknowledge them.
Would I be able to convince you to help them in the war against the demons to follow them sooner than their victory? Because their victory is impossible unless they have your help.
The girl, the little girl beside him, starts to cry. And it's not just like a little whimper. This is a full-on like child's cry. It's not like she's in pain or something like that, but it's obviously she's for some reason she's crying. The king, he was making eye contact with you, Killdrack, but then he's distracted. He turns to her. He says, Celeste, someone care for my daughter. The nursemaid comes out, picks up the girl, pats her on the side a little bit, shushes her, brings her and starts carrying her away from the room. And the king, he looks back at you. His expression hardened.
Where's her mother?
His eyes glazed. He says, there is nothing you can do. You are not a god. You are weak. You sat rotting in my jail cell until I decided that you should be given a chance to be free.
I say to him, if I can best you in a duel, no magic, no help from my friends, to show you that the might of Modron, that this is the will of Modron, would you accept me? Or accept Modron again, and all the gods?
I am the king of the fucking dwarves. I do not lift my finger in battle.
What about one of your Sigmas, then, if I could best them?
If you can defeat my Sigmas... Interesting.
Well, okay. Is it one-on-one duels, but do I have to best all three of them? Question.
Nice. He says, make a persuasion check.
Oh, you're calling upon my powers as a paladin here. Let's go.
He says, you have piqued my interest. I like to see some good blood sport. You may choose which Sigma to face. If by some fucking astronomically small chance you are able to triumph, I will listen to you. I will give you a sporting chance. If you fail, I will kill you, have your entrails strewn over my walls, and that of your friends here as well.
Okay. Can I see the pictures of the three Sigmas again?
You should see if like their numbers is like their ranking system.
Did you know that
Because Deimos got pretty fudged up against number 4.
Deimos is probably the best dueler we have. You have, like, no chance against any of these guys. You will die.
What makes Deimos better than me?
He can hold someone down and fuck them over.
And he can resist damage.
That
Yeah.
the resistance is true.
And you have no magic items.
I have them all.
He doesn't need magic items.
He has his hammer.
He's got his hammer.
And I technically have Divine Smite too.
Oh, and the first one hits you for 50 damage with one hit.
Hey, believe in
We'll see how
Modron
it
if he
works.
wants to do it.
I believe in Modron, so
Modron can build you new bones. Because you'll need it.
Now that one dwarf looks pretty beefly. I would not say beefly the dwarf.
Sigma 2.
Yeah, Sigma 2 kind of seems like he can bench like 3 small trucks at the same time.
I agree with that. I'm gonna have a personal bias against Sigma 3 here. Plus those dual wielding axes just seems like a bad combination to go against.
In real life, it'd be great to go against, but in fantasy games, terrible thing to go against.
Exactly. Sigma 1 seems like my best option. I mean, if Sigma 4 was here, I would go against Sigma 4 in a
Sigma
heartbeat,
1
but...
is the worst to go against. Because he's probably the only one that's going to help us.
Well, I'm not gonna kill him. And plus, if I best him too, it's also further convincing him.
Alright.
No.
Do it.
Whatever.
Sirs, you talked with him, so he knows what we're trying to do. He's serving his king. I think... matchup, I think I have the best one against Sigma 1.
And if you happen to lose, they're gonna try to kill us anyway, so we'll all start attacking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why aren't we having Quigley go against things?
Yeah.
Because
That
this
would've
is
been smart.
the dwarf god working through his paladin. I'm sorry, but none of you guys have accepted Modron.
Plus, we don't
I don't
have a
blame
ship
you,
anymore,
Ken.
Well,
and we
I mean,
technically don't need the
technically-
sailor anymore.
Technically, Deimos did accept Modron, because Modron works for Tempest as like one of his temps in his office as like a secretary. So technically,
Well,
I did.
I issued the challenge. I don't think the king is gonna accept the challenge from anybody else at this point.
yeah, fair
I'm
enough. Yeah,
sorry.
go for
but,
it, dude.
He says,
You guys got Quigley on your back if I fail. I wanted to do this personally.
Yeah, do it.
But I think Sigma 2's out. Do you guys honestly think I have a better chance against Sigma 1 or Sigma 3?
I don't know.
Go for 1, man.
See, you have to
One.
understand the fear of Midas.
I am very fearful.
I'm afraid of
for my
like a
character's
squirrel.
life.
Like it'd be like,
I mean,
oh,
I
a
have
small
my
animal
backup
came.
character, so I'm fine there. But I'm very fearful for my character right now. But
How much damage did that other guy do to you, Deimos, in one hit?
40 something.
How much life do you have?
But that was on
Like
crits,
100
that was on
something?
auto crits.
So
yeah.
You're probably gonna die in 2 hits.
their abilities are all different. They have
Yeah,
different,
they're all
weapons, different
Yeah.
weaknesses and stuff.
But I know the damage that our
Just go for it.
us.
If you
Yeah.
have
Sigma
to
1?
win, awesome. If you
Sigma
don't,
1.
then we're all gonna rumble anyway.
Hey,
yes,
hey, you can get a cool trophy weapon like Deimos has as he swing it around his head.
Sigma 1.
You guys are right.
The king kind of laughs. He says, Tigran, they've chosen you. He says, get out there and earn honor for your family name. Tigran Bouldercrest steps forward. Okay. So this is a duel, and we have a lot of duels today. This is interesting because we haven't had
Duels are fun.
in previous games. All right.
I basically, since the moment I logged on, I knew I was going to duel at some point in time today. So
Okay. Unfortunately for
You're
you,
gonna get a new character.
I got a backup one. I've kind of been wanting to run him, but this character is also very interesting.
okay. All right. I will use the characters that I had rolled up. Here we go. Initiative.
Come on, baby, don't let me down.
Can Deimos like cheer
Oh,
him
fuck.
on?
Oh, barely.
All right.
Barely. Screw me.
All right. So, as you walk up, Sigma 1 looks at you, and he says, "I have nothing personal against you, dwarf, but you've come into my father's house, and you've angered him. You've made claims against my family. I cannot stand for that. Perhaps there's some truth to what you say about the gods, but my honor is at stake." And he slams his hammer against his shield, and he comes at you.
Okay. Can I exchange words back? Like,
Sure.
I understand. My honor is at stake here as well, as we both take up battle stances.
All right. So he rushes in at you, wielding his great hammer. Let's see here.
There's such thing as a great hammer.
Battle whatever. It's a maul.
There's
I
a
guess would be the name of
warhammer and maul. Yeah.
it. Yeah. It's a warhammer. I guess it would be.
Cool. That's only a D10.
Well,
You don't understand. This is Midas.
True. It should only be a D10.
he swings at you, whiffs right by you. He circles around a little bit and swings again, connecting with your side.
Great, sorry.
Yeah, I had it. I didn't change the name of it. Okay. As he comes around the behind you, he swings one more time. You're able to just duck
3
underneath this
attacks. I am screwed.
one. He says,
Hey, he dodged 2 of them.
I applaud your
Yeah.
skill.
Okay, I'm nervous now with 3 attacks. That actually makes me genuinely nervous. I basically I'll do some dancing as well, but I'll take my first swing.
Okay. Are
I
you
didn't
targeting
target
him?
him. My bad. I didn't.
would-
No, I just completely.
Yeah, but that would be a hit.
Now the real question is: do I decide to use? Would do you think? Question: do you think the king would perceive divine smite as magic?
Do you think a divine smite would actually happen?
Yes.
You're welcome to try if you want.
Pray to
I'll
Deimos,
hold
Alan. Power your
Did it work
weapons.
during the beholders battle?
I didn't use it. I only slammed my hammer on the ground once before I'll hold off on it for this one.
Just do it.
All right.
You have to lose.
Hey, you
Here's my
crash
second
into him.
attack.
Yep.
Shit.
All right, you swing at
Okay.
him, and he deflects it with his shield. He comes into you and he says, as he steps in to you, his face is just inches away from yours. He says, "You have to put your weight behind your blows. You'll never defeat me otherwise." And he comes crashing into you.
Hold
with
on.
his-
I think he has to make. Oh wait, no. That's only if I smack it on the ground. Never mind.
Yeah,
I was
all
getting
right.
my abilities
Yeah,
mixed
you,
up.
you got to decide to use it if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, no. I was getting my Stein ruined and my abilities mixed up.
Okay. All right. He comes in. He crashes his hammer into your side, and knocking you back. He just smashes 1, 2. 3.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of.
Just pounding into you.
You can take one more hit. then
Pretty much. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna smash it into the ground.
Okay.
Ah, so close. You and I personally decided that Divine Smite can work through smashing in the ground, right?
If you're using your Maul of Tremors,
Yeah.
and you're activating its Shockwave ability, the Tier 2 version of it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. It's an automatic crit, and you can Divine Smite through it. If
Okay,
you're
yeah.
yeah.
I
using your legacy
activate the shockwave. I activate the shockwave.
Okay. Alright, you raise your hammer in the ground and it glows blazing radiant light. And it impacts the ground. There's this massive reverberation through the chamber of this explosion. He gets swept up in the shockwave as he gets thrown back. So target him, activate Divine Smite.
Okay. I use 4th level as my highest, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot to take my vow. Son of a bitch.
But this is your tier 2 Divine Legacy item ability.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I forgot to take my vow. I would have had advantage on all my attacks. That's a bonus action. I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot.
If it would have gone off, you're not sure if it would have. The reason I'm letting you smite now is because you're using it through your legacy item.
Oh, okay. And so does it... Will you add the crit, or do I need to do something
Hold
to add the
shift.
crit?
Alright. You blast him backward. He gets thrown backwards against a pillar, and he gets knocked prone on the ground.
So he's 10 feet away from me right now?
Yeah, he's slammed against the pillar here.
I want to move the fuck back so that way he can't get to me. Because if he's a dwarf, he has the same movement as me.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, 30 feet away from him.
Okay. He's dazed. He gets up. I'm gonna make him roll a Constitution check here, real quick. All right. What's the DC on your maul?
There's a DC.
Dexterity saving throw 8. DC 8 plus proficiency plus your strength modifier. 8, 14 plus 14, 18. Okay. He resists being stunned by that, just barely. He stands up, and he like shakes himself off a little bit. And he says, "What the hell was that? What did you just do?"
I used the power of Modron. No magic involved here.
He looks up. He looks at the throne. He says, "Did you see that? This room is coated in emeraldine." The king kind of stands to his feet. He says, "What have you done? How are you able to do such things in my very throne room?"
The power of Modron. I'm telling you, he is badass, and he is even more badass if you guys follow him.
He starts looking around. You hear, the counselors are all just slightly agitated. Go ahead and make me a religion check.
Oof. Religion,
While that's
yeah.
happening, is this dwarf next to me still on the ground on his ass?
He's stood himself up.
Okay. I'm gonna get his attention just to make sure he's looking at me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go invisible.
I'm gonna stand next to him and do like that stupid thing from like that was overused, that Deadpool thing, like the smack both my cheeks and go like, what?
All right. Religion check. I'll let you have advantage because of the what's going on in the room right now.
I'll take it.
Roll another one.
The king begins to falter a little bit. He stammers slightly. He says, "But I don't understand. The god's power should have been. It left us long ago. I don't understand." The counselors are starting to falter in their resolve. They're looking at each other. You hear whispers. There's guards all around the room that begin whispering at each other. He says, and then you hear Right, and amid all of that, you hear the cry of the king's daughter. You just kind of pick up in the background, over in this direction here. As her nursemaid is trying to shush her, she continues to cry, and the king just is distracted again. He looks over in that direction, and he says, but no, no. Lies! All of them lies! Tigran! Kill him! Now! Sigma 1.
I saw there's no way I could have gotten an action in all that
What
talking.
would you like to do?
This, like, just put my hand on my shoulder and give me the rest of my hit points for my reserve.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Hey,
Maybe
Mr.
we'll
Invisible
stand a
Guy,
couple
you should
hits.
go after that daughter. Just call a hunch.
Okay. Sigma 1 gets up, and he dashes at you.
I
Kildrak.
grab him.
So I have 20 hit points. 20 more hit points.
Okay.
Can I grab him on his way and tell him it's a very terrible idea what he's trying to do?
Are you going to try to interfere with with the duel?
Yeah.
Are you actually trying to
I
stop him?
I don't want my buddy to get hurt.
No,
I've come to
Deimos,
enjoy
I got this.
Kildrak.
I got this.
I know
got
Kildrak has a lot of honor, because Kildrak is an outstanding, honorable person. Deimos is a homeless person who loves his cat way too much. And he's gonna grab this guy, and he's gonna point at that girl who was crying, and then point at the king, and point back at the girl. I'd be like, can't you see
Deimos!
what's happening?
Deimos, don't do this.
They must.
One second.
Sorry, are you trying to persuade him, or are you actually trying to physically stop him? Because you got to roll a persuasion, you got to roll a athletics check. It's your choice. And depending on how you do it, obviously it's gonna matter.
I'm grabbing him.
Okay.
It might be terrible, but I'm grabbing him, like as he's running past.
You are ruining my dueling dreams here.
I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
got to duel today.
I can't let you
got
die.
to duel today.
I
Why do I
can't
not
let you
get my
die.
chance?
I can't let you die.
All right. You grab onto his shoulder and you grab him. You just hold onto it tight, and he pulls away, but you're holding on. He looks at you. He glares away.
I say,
He
I'm not
glares at
going to
your
hit
face.
you. I'm not going to harm you in your duel. Think about this. Every time something happens, that damn brat cries, and the king switches his mind again.
Jeez.
The king steps forward. He says, "Interlopers! You're interfering with a duel."
I didn't harm him. If he wants to go run in, he can go gosh damn run in. And I'll stick my hands up in the air. I said, no harm, no foul, bro.
Sigma 2 and 3 step forward as well. Tigran is going to finish the rest of his dash action. He turns back towards you, Kildrak, and he charges in. So it takes a dash for him to get right up into your face. That's what he's done. Your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to whisper under my breath my oath. I'll type it in the chat because I actually have it written.
Yes, I would have, but he's not here.
He's technically here. We would have known this information.
he's
I just assumed Felder
he's
was in the
looking at
back
the
just
corner.
laughing his ass off. Smoking his whatever he's smoking.
Can I move while they're fighting?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to start making my way over to where the baby is.
Alright, so I say it. Do I get advantage?
Wait, what's this? No mercy for the wicked?
That's my oath.
Oh, vengeance?
Yep.
No.
Why not? It's not magic.
Oh, it's because it has to be
Divine.
intense divine, strength to overpower the.
So
thing.
the war priest happens, but this doesn't happen?
Same way like your channel divinity and your lay on hands would, but. Oh, no, it's a channel divinity, right? Okay, fine.
Yes.
It goes through. If it's a channel divinity, it goes through.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
Don't take away my war priest, I need it.
Okay, so I'm going to smack my warhammer into the ground again, because that guarantees a frickin' crit. So do I have to roll to hit?
Let's see here. I didn't put a... Holy shit, I didn't put a... Oh, here. This ability may be used once per short rest.
But you suck. Because I thought it was unlimited. Well, never mind.
What fair would that be if it were unlimited?
Well, I wasn't going to use it all the time anyways. I'm going to... Okay, I'll hit him twice.
Hit.
Okay, I'm going to try to channel Divinity normally this time.
You mean the smite?
Yeah, Divine Smite, yeah.
It's not gonna work.
It's not going to work?
No, it's not gonna work.
Okay. Yeah, I am dead after this. But when he does kill me, my final breath is going to be go for the baby. But I'm still going to hit him twice.
Okay. All right. You smash into him twice as he's coming at you. Both of them making solid impacts. Sparks flying off of his plate armor. You can tell that he's been pushed back. And you can see the pain in his eyes as your hammer makes impacts with his body, with his torso. Elwyn, what are you doing?
Right before this guy hits Kildrak and kills him, I'm gonna make my way up to the nursemaid, invisible, and I'm gonna grab the girl. That'll probably make me pop into, like, my invisibility go away, but I'm gonna grab her and get their attention that way.
Okay. All right.
You said it's over here, somewhere over here, right?
Yes.
So even if I did channel Divinity at the highest level, it wouldn't go off?
I mean, Divine Smite?
Divine Smite, yeah.
No, the only reason it works is because you're burning spell slots. The only reason it works is so it's magical. The only reason you're able to do it before is because you channeled it through your legacy weapon.
Yeah.
Is there any possible way, like while this is happening, Deimos could be like charging up, seeing what's gonna happen to Kildrak's face?
Sure. What are you trying to do?
I was gonna like just pretty much dive in here, and if I see a swing come in, which like pretty much I'll be running faster if I see a swing coming in, I'm gonna try to activate my shield thing to try to protect Kildrak from not having a head.
All right, you ready to the action? Okay. Let's go with Elwyn first. Elwyn, you rush in. You see the baby Celeste there, in the arms of her nursemaid.
You're choosing really awkward pictures for halfling and dwarves.
Why?
That doesn't look like a dwarf either.
It does.
This is as close as you can get.
I mean, it looks better than the halfling, but it's still kind of tallish in the picture.
It's an Australian
dwarves look
dwarf.
just like regular dwarves.
In Lord of
No.
the
With
Rings.
smaller beards.
Yeah, and the Lord of the Rings, not this D&D.
It's the same thing. They all stole it from each other.
It's true.
All right. So you become visible, Elwyn. You pick up the baby girl, and what do you do?
I'm gonna hold her right in front of my face. I'm gonna say, "Show your true form."
Okay. Roll intimidation or persuasion, whatever you're trying to do. Okay. The baby is in your face, freaked out of her mind, screaming, crying, blubbering, like sheer panic all over her face.
Can I roll insight? Could I have gotten this all wrong?
Roll insight. This is a freaking out baby in your hands.
Oh shit!
All right.
It's the maid. It's the maid.
Deimos, Tigron is raising up his hammer, targeting Kildrak.
Don't interfere. Let me
I'm
die
not
with honor.
interfering.
He hears the screams of his sister behind him, but he's too intent on the battle, and he swings it down on Kildrak.
And I will be like,
He misses.
I don't even give a shit. I'm
All right.
I'm doing my shield thing. I don't know how I do it. I just like smack it, or I don't know, focus really hard or something like that to try to make a bubble around us both.
Okay. Yeah, it does. You rush in, you activate your sky swell, and a divine glowing bubble of energy surrounds you and Kildrak, and his hammer just smashes into it, and it just doesn't even budge against the bubble. At that, Brack he's taken aback again, seeing all this display of power. There's even more of by now the commotion in the room has grown to a dull roar as people are seeing this display of power in spite of all the Emeraldine. And some of the counselors are whispering in the king's ear, "Is nothing sacred? Is nothing? Are we not safe? Even here in the center of our power?" The king there's people all clamoring all around. The king stands up. He's like, "What is this?" He says, How are you doing these things?"
The power of
Wait.
Modron. I'm telling you.
Tempest. You need to see it.
Shush, Deimos. You're interrupting me.
Tempest.
The power of Modron and the gods themselves bring us to you to convince you to accept them again.
Look at my muscles.
All right, religion check with advantage.
So is he turned into Goku? What's going on?
You
I'm
need
gonna-
you need to give him a Super Saiyan mode.
A Super Saiyan mode. Who
All
Deimos?
right.
Yes.
Wait, I don't want to waste this. Shit, I gotta waste.
Oh,
it.
okay. Fuck yes.
All right.
This is my 8th level spell.
As you, it's not gonna work. As you say those things, the full on there's shouts in the room, and they're saying, and you hear dwarves all around you saying, "Listen to him! He speaks the truth. The gods have arisen. The gods have returned." All the what is that? Holy
made a
shit!
Super Saiyan
It's-
Deimos.
He made a Super Saiyan Deimos.
What? I want to see it.
His icon, you see it?
No, it's still the same
No,
thing.
Deimos.
You can't see it.
It hasn't changed yet.
I'm zooming into it on the video so you guys can see it when you watch the video, or if you watch the video. It should update for you in a second.
Okay. Is quickly just stay. Oh my god, yes!
It's
Oh,
for you.
fuck.
Yeah.
Please, next level,
User
give
in
that
your
to
channel
Deimos.
timed out.
Did Deimos leave? He got timed
He
out.
timed out. I don't know
Alright.
if he left. Please give him that next level. Super
Okay.
Saiyan mode.
Okay, Tigron steps back. He says, and as he steps back, with your commanding proclamation for the gods, his hammer falls down to the ground. His hands are
User
shaking.
entered your channel.
He says, "There's truth in what he says. I can feel it in my hands. This is divine energy." He looks around. He looks at the king. He says, "Father, you have been deceived. You have been taken in." The king says, "Nonsense. I am the king. I am the ruler of this nation." Elwyn, the baby in your arms, is screaming. There's people moving around everywhere. What are you guys doing?
Can we
No.
have Feldorn finally tell us who the demon is with his true sight?
I'm gonna move with the baby this way, and I'm gonna try to shush it like, shh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Okay. All right. People are starting to back away. There's commotion everywhere.
But I am gonna look at the nursemaid. Maybe I'm so confused right now. I have no fucking clue what's going on. I just don't want this baby to get hurt.
Just give Feldorn give us Feldorn. Give us Feldorn, please.
Okay. All right.
I want to know why his works and mine doesn't.
His true sight?
Yeah.
Wait. Let me look at his character sheet. True sight. Let me see what kind of ability it is. Because it probably
It's
won't work.
arcane, so mine should work.
Yeah.
Mine should
Yeah.
work. If mine doesn't work, his shouldn't. But mine should work.
If it's okay,
Unless
his
that's Modius himself.
his is an invocation. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to see it. He wouldn't be able to see it
And
to sense anything.
why doesn't mine work?
Think about it.
Is it because there is no demon here?
Read your spell.
Is it
What does
not
the spell
fiend?
say? Tell me what the spell says.
Here, I'm linking it.
I'm reading
No,
it.
can someone tell me?
The presence of
kinda-
strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like a heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Till the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. I know the type, but I don't know the identity. I can detect a place or
That's
object
probably a
been
different type. Could be a fae? No, wait, it says fae.
You said no Fey either. I can detect, consecration or desecration, and I can use this.
Is there a spell that would make... Is there magic that prevents you from doing what you're trying to do?
Not that I
guess-
know of. This should be absolute.
But it is a spell. It says it right there in the description.
No, I
Maybe
mean-
that's
Well,
why.
that's
Is there
just
another spell
that's fantasy
to
grounds.
double go it?
No, this should be absolute.
Because the person that has my gauntlet can basically cast spells here.
No, it should be absolute. At least I think it should be absolute. But it's not a spell. They just put that in fantasy grounds because they don't know what else to call it. It's an inherent divine ability, like War Priest is.
Mm.
And
Is
like,
anybody wearing fancy gauntlets?
There's guards and stuff all around you that are wearing armor. So yes, absolutely.
No, but like the fancy ones, I'm pretty sure Euphemia would have described that to me.
different than anyone else.
I think I would have seen them if they had. The problem is, I'm thinking someone might be disguised, and we can't see their true form.
What does the king say after all this went down?
So he's saying, so Tigran had just said that he's been deceived, that the king has been deceived. The king doesn't believe it. The king, then he clutches his head, and he starts pulling at his hair. He's like, no, my mind, what's happening to me? And
Where's
then,
Worm Tongue? Reminds me of the Lord of the Rings.
yeah, that's exactly where I got this idea from.
From the minute you said it, I knew. From like 2 episodes ago, I knew this was Worm Tongue.
Okay, so
And
who is
then
it?
what happens?
It's the half advisor, you guys.
The nursemaid.
When did this become Clue?
This is fucking D&D. It can be whatever game it wants. All right. So, are you making an accusation? Are you doing something? Are you shooting somebody? What are you doing?
I just feel really bad about the baby, so I'm trying to.
It
try
still
and
could be the
calm
baby.
her.
It's not the baby. He's got the baby in his hands. He rolled a natural
Okay.
20 on insight.
Okay. Quigley, who do you think is?
All right.
Just kidding. I said I
Alicia?
don't know who's.
Nurse.
I say to the king, I don't know who is corrupting you, but there's someone in your court messing with your mind and using your daughter against you.
Okay. All right. As you say that, you hear the king starts to choke. His breathing stops. And he starts hacking and coughing, and like he seizes, and he drops down to his knees, and blood starts to drip fall out of his mouth. At that point, there's a panic. The advisors come around him, and they're trying to comfort him. The guards they step forward and they try to cordon you guys off, like to push you away from the king. So some guards push you back. Deimos, they start pushing you back. They're trying to corral you guys.
I'm gonna look
I have
at
like
the
my eyes
nursemaid
on everybody. Yeah.
and at the hot halfling,
Okay.
and what's their facial expressions?
Rowisia, the halfling, is right there with the rest of the counselors. Her hands are on the king, and she's in the. You can't really see her face. She's bending down, trying to shake him, trying to tend to him. The nursemaid is in the back corner of the room, like right here, leaned, like hunched over in a corner. Roll perception.
2 other Sigmas.
Can I roll insight instead?
Yeah, can I roll insight?
Sure. Roll it.
Insight.
Or roll. Yeah. It's not too hard to see, especially with your elven eyes, glaring, with like a piercing gaze right at the king.
It's the
Figure, it's the
nursemaid!
nursemaid. Kill her.
That was probably the smartest thing I think anyone could have said at this point.
Okay.
Yep.
You shout it out.
Mhm.
She breaks her gaze. She looks at you, Euphemia. And you see her face snarl and contort, and you see her skin just kind of like warp in unnatural ways. You hear this shuddering voice kind of echo
She's a
throughout the
cat.
room.
Captain Fluffy Paws!
as she turns into a cat. No. She says, you hear this voice kind of reverberate through the room. It's like, you were not supposed to be here, interfering in our affairs.
Ouch.
And then her voice kind of warps and twists, and her hair just falls off her head, and her skin color changes, and she grows and she shudders, and her clothes rip off her.
Is that a hag? I don't know what that is.
That is a
Absolutely, Elwin, absolutely.
that is a demon of pretty high power and strength. At that point, the king.
And I'm down half hit points. Thank you
At
very much,
that point, the
Midas.
king vomits blood and collapses down to the ground. All right. And
How much emeraldine is in this room?
the whole room is coated in it.
I want Quigley to be fighting, but I also want Quigley to smash emeraldine.
All right.
Decisions.
All right. So this is where we're gonna end it for tonight. Right here.
Question, though.
Yes.
Does the demon have my gauntlet?
Yes.
No, that's all.
Oh man, today was so fun.
Midas, can you tell me now why my divine sense doesn't work on her?
She was out of line of sight.
It's not line of sight.
It's behind total cover. Yeah, she was not
Yeah.
in the room when you cast it. If you heard
Well,
me, if you
okay.
heard the specific series of events, you walked
Yeah,
into the room.
she came
everyone was
into
there,
the room.
You cast it. The girl started crying. Then she came into the room.
Yep. Okay.
This was so much fun.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is
Deimos, your rolls better be on par when we have to revive the king.
So this demon is on par with the admiral.
We
that
can't
you fought
revive the king.
a long time ago. Remember,
Yeah.
the radiant admiral.
Mhm.
So this is next week.
Why can't we revive him?
That
It's magic.
Well, I mean,
Can't cast.
when we're done battling,
Nowhere
battling
in
the
the
demon,
city.
We can
then
take
we
him
leave
outside of
the city. Yeah.
Oh.
When we're done, I'm not saying he should do it next week. No, that's a waste of spell slots.
Man, this is gonna be hard without magic.
I know, right?
I'm gonna
That's
be
why I
like
want Quigley to smash, but
one hit,
you know,
one hitter quitter.
You have a lot of
gonna go
high.
allies and stuff, so
yeah, Quigley and
Let's
then the
just hope that
Sigmas.
Quigley doesn't end up just like the Lich fight, where he was stuck in a bubble, like
No, it was a
all the
maze.
fight.
he got mazed.
That was so dumb. We want to talk about dumb things Midas has done.
What? Put this insane fighter, take him out of the fight so that he can't destroy my creature in one hit?
Yep. Because why would you give him to us otherwise?
Just so he could take him away. Duh.
I guess. Okay, Krampus.
I can try to cast the wish spell and wish all the emeraldine would be gone from the city.
Can't.
I don't know if it'll go through. It's a wish.
Well, it's not like you're going to use the spell slot for anything else, right?
Well, think about it. I'll catch you guys next week.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks for
see you
running.
later, man.
All right. Deimos, you still here? Or you
User
check out?
disconnected from your channel.
I think he's gone. All
He's
right.
writing something.
He's writing something. Yeah. I actually wasn't planning on pulling out that the cat storyline just yet, but it seemed like a good moment. But I was planning on having the cat disappear sometime later, but it seemed like a good time. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Well, catch you guys next week. Thanks for playing tonight. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
thanks. See you guys next week.
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel.